Good evening, my friends. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are excited for the game tonight against Charlton in the FA Cup. Our first opportunity to see what Rosenior has cooking for us and our first ideas around his tactical plans. Now, I think all of us have the same expectations that we're not going to see anything too drastic, too crazy. I think personally we'll just see his own imprints. We're going to see his own little tweaks and variations, but I'm not expecting anything dramatically different. So I'm really curious to see how we do. I think for a senior to have a pretty easy game as your first, game at the club. Hopefully, this is a confidence booster. Hopefully, it provides an opportunity for the players to get used to his ideas a bit more and what's expected from him. Massive game midweek, first leg against Arsenal. So we got to do our best, man. But it's great to see you guys here. Yes, Sheldon, I've waited all day for the lineup in the game. I'm seeing this lineup and I'm already feeling depressed. Bro, like, we're always depressed with lineups at this club, man. Like, I don't actually get it. It's funny. Now, we're seeing more surprises than I expected. So I guess it makes sense to go straight to discussing the lineup, right? Now, I need to make some changes to the team, of course. We're seeing a lot of youth getting opportunities today. Obviously, Jorgensen is our goalkeeper. Right back, we got Achimpong playing, which I guess we all kind of expected, right? He's on the right. Gusto's out. You have Badiashile and Tolson again together. You know what probably makes sense? So Fofana can be rested for Arsenal with alongside Jalaba. Makes the most sense. And on the left side, we have Hato, who has an opportunity to, continue his little resurgence at the club at the moment. I think he's been all right. There's still tons more to come from him, but it's a nice little positive direction for Hato. Obviously, the midfield, we expected Santos and we expected Moises Caicedo. That was an obvious one. We're not going to have Caicedo for the Arsenal games, so he's going to play today. And then the surprising one for myself was maybe seeing Bo Norty now in attack. I wasn't expecting him to maybe even really feature under Rosenior. So could he be a player that just finds new opportunities and, actually add something to the team for this season? Let's see what happens with that. Obviously, on the wings, we have Garnacho and Gittins. That also surprised me. So I guess Esteval's being warmed up for Arsenal. Let's see how that goes. Wasn't really expecting that. I'd imagine Garnacho right inside, or is it going to be Gittins getting that role? I got no idea, you guys. Would it surprise me if Gittins went to the right side? Maybe. I think maybe Garnacho probably makes the most sense. Obviously, I was surprised not to see Esteval at all in this game. And obviously Mark Gu is up front. So I guess Rosenior's accepting the fact that, he's straight in the middle of the season right now. Things aren't that easy. And it probably makes sense to rotate at the moment. I guess it gives more time for the senior guys to get used to things. Fair enough. But regardless, I'm expecting to see a strong performance here from the midfield. I think under Rosenior, compared to Enzo Maresca, Rosenior prefers to have his pivot closer together. I guess the lazy comparison is, kind of reminds you a little bit of Jorginho and Kovacic. Like, they form the base, they release the ball very quickly, they play forward very fast. The whole idea is to try and find the attacking players as quickly as possible, in behind or with direct passes. So they have to screen the defense. They have to provide a lot of options to receive, but they're not told to waste too much time on the ball. So Santos, I want to see a confident Andre Santos. Like, he's playing for his guy again. He knows what's expected. He'll have a bit more license to push forward, with Caicedo being the one who sits a bit deeper. So let's see what happens there. And hopefully the attack today, man, they're going to be on point. I need to see something from these, man, to be fair with you. I'm going to update the subs real quick, though. Of course, we got Sanchez. We have Fofana. We have Chalobah. We have Asugo. That's a big surprise on the bench today. I was not expecting that. Of course, Enzo, Neto, Esteval, Pedro, and Delap. So we got a few options about at the moment. So a few little surprises in store for us. So I'm sure you guys got your thoughts and opinions on this lineup. I'm sure some of you guys aren't as impressed, you're not as gassed. I mean, this is where you can have your honest thoughts and opinions on how you're feeling about things. But I'm going to go to the chats right now. And you guys, give me your thoughts and opinions, man. You know what? Before you do that, I need to apologize about the Discord. Today, I was hoping to have some of you guys maybe coming on, sharing your thoughts and opinions, having a bit of a back and forth, bit of a discussion. But I had some audio issues. That's why the stream was delayed. I'm going to 100% have it ready for the Arsenal game midweek. It'll be patterned, it'll be done. I think I need to go over some things with one of my editors. I'll be honest, I'm not that well versed in Discords. I did my best in terms of setting it up for a few hours, but like the audio and little details weren't making too much sense. So yeah, I'm disappointed by that because I spent a lot of time today getting ready for it. But for the Arsenal game for sure, I'm going to have that ready because my plan is to start these streams even earlier so you guys can call in, talk about the club, the game, all that stuff, and kind of make the live stream show, you know, like a bit better, and have more of your involvement as well. So apologies for that. Shout out to all you guys in the Discords that, of course, have followed me at the moment. You guys, I did release a community tab, so you can follow me on Discord for next time. But I'm going to make sure I get things right because, yeah, I'm still not quite sure about the whole platform and how to make sense of things completely. So apologies for that today, you guys. But we've got like at least 30 minutes before the game starts. I'm seeing some opinions here. Yes, Esteval not starting. AJ Cole, we are conceding 2 against Charlton. Bro, don't be saying that, man. Mazza, really don't need Tolson and Garnacho playing. Carlson's playing better than Boanote also. You know what I mean? I even think to myself, if you got Kendrick Pires, who might be leaving Strasbourg for Ipswich, why did this kid not just stay with the team this season? What was the point? Why not just recall him back and keep him? At least that way he gets to kind of understand what's expected from him, the standard set. He's got some experienced shoulders alongside him. You know, like Moises, I feel like if he was acting up, Moises would be on top of him. And maybe he needs that type of discipline and that type of experience around him. I don't know. You let me know. But moving on, Mazza, bro, it just doesn't make sense to have Garnacho at the club at the moment. I mean, my thoughts in the summer was I wanted to sign that, that undisputed star on the left side. I'm tired of seeing all these million options we're turning to. Like every window, we're looking to sign a new left winger. I'm getting tired of it. Spend the money on someone who's ready right now. Let's have that balance in this squad, in this team. I've been saying for time, and I've used Real Madrid as this example, yeah? They didn't just say goodbye, Modric. Like, oh, you're 37 years old now? All right, get out the club. They kept him until he was 40. And was it not Modric who was shepherding your Camavingas, your Tchouaménis, all these guys, and just providing a bit more time for the young players to really take over where the seniors left off. Like, that's how the game works, in my opinion. That's what you're supposed to do. I don't feel like we've done that enough. And I was just thinking, man, a proper left winger. We got the money. We can be flexible with the wage bill. I'm sorry, I don't care. We can be flexible with the wage bill if a star's about, yeah? It would just make us better for right now because surely this ownership doesn't want to gamble upon whether we get Champions League or not. Like, come on. Like, let's keep it real. Let's be honest about that. Okay. Yes, Bath. I'm not watching these players. Sorry, this game will miss me. Disappointing selections. I hear what you're saying, man. But today, you can't really see it solely as, like, you got to be a fan of the club, bro. You can't be a fan of players at the end of the day. You know what I mean? How we play is more important than who's playing. Watch the game today to see what rosenior does tactically. maybe the wingers, you could be surprised. I just feel that the difference between Rosenior and Maresca is that their ideas are pretty much quite similar, but maybe Rosenior has more of an emphasis on using width to break teams down. I think that's the main difference, whereas Maresca was very much about doing everything centrally. That's why Enzo and Palmer would box crash, and that's why the wingers would kind of be on the far side. Whereas, Rosenior wants the inside forwards to be more involved, play close to the striker, and I'm hoping maybe that gets a little bit more out of the wingers we have. But you watch the game tonight, you're going to probably see some differences, see some new things. Maybe you might be inspired. Maybe there could be more that comes from these players. We got to wait and see. Prane, how you doing, bro? So many upsets so far in the cup. It's insane. That's the FA Cup, man. For me, it's one of the best domestic tournaments in Europe, in my opinion. Every lower division team that has an opportunity to play against the big boys, bro, they take that opportunity with both hands. They don't mess around. They don't take it for granted. It's like you can't afford to be complacent in the FA Cup. And it makes for drama. It makes for entertainment. That's what I like about it. It's like one of the oldest tournaments in the world. Yeah, man. It's a tournament that I like a lot, to be fair with you. And I'm hoping we lift it. And I'm hoping we lift the Carabao Cup. Like, ideally, you guys, 2 domestic silverwares, at least quarter-final, semi-final, Champions League. And I'll take quarter-final. And of course, securing Champions League football. If we can do that, this season's all right. Adding more silverware is always the most important thing. Let's be honest about that. Andre, Bonote, come on, man. Show us something magic. He could be a Bernardo Silva. Let's see, man. Of course, I kind of sympathize a little bit for Bonote. I think the last game he played was like the first time this guy played in 1 month. With the other game coming against Karabat. It's very hard to find your rhythm when you're just lacking that much game time. Make what you will about Maresca and maybe his thoughts on the players he had. Maybe he's thinking, you're giving me a lone guy that I don't need, that I don't really rate. Yeah, he's got a bit of talent, but he isn't ready for what I need for right now. Fair enough. But the fact that he's getting opportunities instantly from Liam Rosenior, if you're a Bonote, yeah, this is your moment. You have to seize now. If you want to stay here, let's be serious. He wants to remain here. He don't want to go back to Brighton. You're at the top right now. You know what I mean? He has to do everything in his power to ensure that he remains here. And he has an opportunity to impress Rosenior that comes in here with a bit more fresh eyes. That will be a bit more willing to dish out minutes and give opportunities. He said that himself in the press conference. Like, I am ready to kind of utilize what I have. So let's see what he does. Yeah, he has a few nice moments, but for me, how are you impacting the game? How are you affecting the game? You have to utilize your dribbling more. Force more shots, like be more involved. Don't just be on the periphery doing all the calm, basic things. Actually affect the game for us. Let's see if he does that tonight. Anyway, Alex, how you doing, bro? Thanks for being here. Yes, you're surprised Bonote is still even here. Like, my little prediction was, does he get recalled back to Brighton? But I'm not expecting us maybe to do any serious business. There's been rumours around Barco and others, but I just feel like realistically, it might make sense for us to wait until end of the season. Even though we do have some money to play with if opportunities are about, Anders, how you doing? Well, thanks, but it's weird that you haven't mentioned players like Tosin, Badiashile, Gittins, and for me, they are all the worst. Okay, you're talking to Mazza then. Okay, my bad. D1 Coldest, Nini, only real ones remember the call-in show. I know, man. It's like, I want to make sure this is a consistent thing in 2026 for sure now. Of course, you've seen the updates and improvements with the streaming setup, the graphics, all of that stuff. I'm getting ready for it. But again, it's annoying that I couldn't, I was hoping to have it ready for today. But again, it's just the little difficulties I was having and it was delaying the stream and I was like, ugh. I need to maybe practice a little bit more. But 100% for the Arsenal game, it's going to be ready. 100%. I think I'm basically 25% there and it's ready then. So make sure you guys are active, and make sure you guys have your calls with me. You know what I mean? Like, one of the other reasons too why I want to start doing more calling shows is obviously I talk ball with my friends and stuff like that. I wouldn't say all the time, because it's like sometimes I want to talk about other things, but I don't want to like develop this tendency of only hearing my own voice. You know, it's very easy to give your opinions when you're by yourself and you can write whatever down and think about whatever, etc., etc. But like, if you're debating someone, if you're talking to someone, having a back and forth, it's completely different. And a few times I felt a little bit rusty. You know what I mean? Like when I was on the Sky Sports thing, I think like last month, you know, after that, I was like to myself, raw, like there's so many things that I would have said when they're making me debate Reece James and Timbers. But it's just like, because I don't have to prove why Reece James is good, because I just already know he is. How do you communicate that, if you know what I mean? So it made me realize, yeah, I need to make sure I'm not getting complacent, man. I need to make sure that I'm having conversations. Yes, JT, how you doing, man? Good to see you here. Nini, you got to start really grinding. Your channel should be the best Chelsea channel. I mean, God willing, man. You know, I've got a few things up and coming. Of course, my website's coming out next week. I'm going to have a competition giveaway for you guys. So I'm really excited for that, to show you guys what I've been doing. So I'm really excited for that. And obviously the channel as well. Like, if I'm being serious, maybe because I'm like a familiar face, I've been online for a long time, I felt like the views might have dipped a little bit. But I guess it's up to me to try and bring people back. But maybe I shouldn't even have to, because that's for certain videos too, bro. I'm seeing man complaining about brown envelopes, this, defending blue car. It's just like to myself, bro, like, it's crazy how some guys see things in like such a black and white manner. But like, that's what you clock when you actually have a platform online. Like, you start to see human psychology a little bit differently, you know, when you're exposed to it. And that's what makes you think about things differently. One thing that I've 100% noticed, which is calm, I'm not angry about it, but like, one of the common things is that people engage with content that validates whatever opinions they have. It's, you know, other things too, like you have to really be known for one thing and something. But the main thing is how people like to be validated on their own thoughts and opinions. That's like one of the big things that you realize. I mean, I can really go into detail with this, but I don't want to kind of make this about me. Obviously, got the game against Charlton coming up. I'm sure you guys got your thoughts on the lineup again. Maybe expectations from rosenior. Like, you guys, what do you feel rosenior might be bringing? Or what are you hoping that rosenior brings that's a bit different to what Enzo Maresca brought? Now, for me, I'm not expecting no improvements in like breaking down low blocks. A lot of times it comes from player quality. Hopefully, you know, rosenior at least puts these guys in better positions to affect the goal a bit more. I just felt like with Maresca, sometimes my main thing was, bro, I'm tired of seeing the wingers with two guys on them. And I'm tired of seeing fullbacks in attacking mid positions when they shouldn't be there. Like, I just felt, I'm not saying that's going to guarantee us wins, but I just thought to myself, the amount of times we're just wasting playing it backwards and sideways because we got fullbacks in positions where more offensive players should be. What are you doing? Like, what's the point? Like, we're not even getting shots off. There's a lot of things we're not getting from having fullbacks in these areas. So hopefully rosenior kind of bring some improvements in that capacity. But anyway, do I know you're the best YouTuber? Thank you, bro. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, you guys are showing too much love, man. Really appreciate that, man. Really appreciate that. Well, it's motivating though when I got like a community like you guys, man. So I appreciate that. Jeremy, nice. How you doing? It's rosenior's first match. Let's enjoy it. Let's wait and see what he's got. I like complaining, but not today. That's fair. That's being objective. Like, at the moment, we have a bit of an idea, but it's still a bit of speculation. And I feel like we should just kind of absorb what we're seeing. At least it's like a little, I mean, I see this game like a pre-season-esque type of game, right? You're up against, you know, a team that's going to be fairly competitive, but you also have a higher standard and caliber than them. So technically, this is a good introduction for rosenior to get the players on side, see a few different tweaks, aspects, all that type of stuff. And you know what? Just like being a bit quiet and just like giving a fresh opportunity to see what he does. I mean, listen, I gave my thoughts yesterday. I have concerns around whether rosenior can get us Champions League football. Does he have enough time? The pressure's against him. I know his press conference, he had to communicate that he's not a yes man. He had to communicate that he's his own guy, has his own ideas. He has to showcase to not just to the media, but the players as well, that listen, I'm good enough to be here. This is no token gesture. I'm not here because I'm a yes man and because of like cronyism. You know what I mean? I'm here on my own merit, and I'm also going to show that and prove that. So I understand the energy that he is coming with. But again, do I feel confident that he can do it? Because I think it's a very hard position he finds himself in right now. So let's see if he can. But that aside, I want to see my team doing well. And I pray that we do get CL, because I don't want to have another mid-off season. I don't want to be in Conference League or Europa League. I'm dreading what the summer could be like if we don't have champions. There's a lot of negatives that can come. And thirdly, I think rosenior, man, he looks like a good character. I want to see him do well. I have nothing against him. And hopefully, you know, he can prove us all wrong. I'd love to be humbled. So let's see what he does, innit? New Till, Jorgensen, Hasso. Okay, you guys, I can put the lineup if you guys want to see the lineup again. I'll put the lineup on, and let me bring the chat here so you guys can see what's going on. One sec, boys. Okay, maybe that's not that clean actually. It's a little bit distracting. Unless I do it like this, maybe do it like this then, so you guys, I can go back and forth basically. Yeah, alright, calm. I'll do it like this and let's go back and forth. Yeah, the lineup, I get it, the lineup's dead calm, but let's see how these guys play right. All right, cool. AJ Cole, imagine we win 6-1. I think, listen, if rosenior can start off by this team winning 4-0, 5-0, we like goals. We like when our time has been rewarded. That's a nice, strong start. And at least that brings a bit of goodwill and optimism going into the Arsenal game. That will be the key factor here. Football Fracture. What time are you calling people in? Thanks. As I was saying, Football Fracture, I had some difficulties with the Discords. That's why the stream was a bit delayed. There's some audio issues and things weren't really making sense. So I spent a lot of time today just like organizing things myself. But I'm going to be going through my editor who can help me kind of fix the things that aren't working. So for the Arsenal game, 100% it's going to be there. So apologies for that, man. I'm really annoyed that the Discord had to flop today. So yeah, I just need a bit of time kind of understanding what's going on. Other questions. AG10, CEB14. Like, bro, is this like a generator name? It must be, right? It must be. Anyway, you're saying, I was disappointed with Maresca's setup, always having 3 players staying back when attacking. Felt like we attacked with 1 less player. Do you think rosenior will do the same? You're 100% right. And I kept mentioning this point. How often would you see the wide centre-backs staying in line with our defence, staying in line, and like not pushing up to support the winger or getting closer to make a triangle with a midfield player that's splitting? It really annoyed me. I didn't actually understand why it was so rigid. I just felt like if the ball's on the right hand side, yeah, you could probably afford for your wide centre back to push up to make that triangle. I think it would have made such a big difference at stopping the wingers getting doubled up on every single time. But I guess for Maresca, you know, he's Italian. Maybe he's thinking, I'd rather ensure that we're protected against the counter attack. You know, if we lose the ball, at least there's a guy that's already there. Fair enough, but like sometimes if you're on the ball and you're a bit dominant, like I feel like you have to. That's the game of football, right? That's where you have to take those calculated risks. And for me, if we had a guy that pushed up, that could have given us maybe better attacking play and boosted our percentages across the field when it comes to kind of creating opportunities. Rosenior's a bit different. Some of the methods are the same. How certain guys invert, how certain guys don't. I'd say there's like a little bit of De Zerbi in him. He really likes to have the deep build up to attract the opposition. Cool, but we've seen at times here how difficult it can be for us to show the quality playing out from the back. Obviously, if you got Santos and Caicedo like dropping deep to receive, low key it might make a difference. Let's see. But at the same time, we don't have Cornwall. And like sometimes our defense can maybe be prone to losing the ball. So again, it's all speculation. We got to see what happens tonight. But these are little things to think about. I'm really going to pay a lot of attention towards what Rosenior is going to bring here and what he's going to do. Moving on to the next questions, though. Brink Boss, Estefan always sits on the bench. Why the stupid owners don't let the kid play? When I see Tolson, I know we will lose this game. It doesn't matter who we're playing, we will lose. Now, I kind of feel you on that. For me, I just think the issue with Tolson is not even that he's bad. It's just that a team like us ideally needs to have our defensive line as close to our midfield as possible. Tolson doesn't allow for that. And I just think, you know what? Because he's like the weak link in our defense, right? There could be times where maybe your defensive partners won't be as confident maybe doing their thing. Because in the back of their mind, they're thinking, well, if I get caught out and Tolson's exposed, then what a massive disadvantage. Like, we could be hurt. I think that's why maybe you don't see the same type of like discipline in defense. I just feel like when Tolson's introduced, it's not as crisp, you know what I mean? I always felt like Tolson was always a baffling signing. I always thought Tolson was signed for business because he'll probably be sold, and that's pure profit. It annoys me, these directors too, because they were very happy to move on Jalaba. Because they thought that Tolson was like the free version of Jalaba. And I just think to myself, man, all the data, all the this, all the that, bro. It's just like, how hard is it to clock and realize you need to have fast guys in your defense? You know what I mean? You need to have those guys there if you want to operate at peak efficiency. And I don't think having a slow coach like Tolson in our defense really helps. Unless you're going to be sitting deep, soaking up pressure, doing it like that. Calm. But even then, man, even then, as a team, are we good enough to defend in front of our goal? I don't think this team is. This team is better at pressing. This team can't defend its goal. We don't have the players. We'll make a mistake. You see it all the time. So, I don't know. Hopefully, against Charlton, he's more than okay. But even then, bro, I remember the game against Karabat and all these other games too. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. But I feel like he's mainly here purely because Fofana and Jalaba are being rested. But even then, man, ideally, if it was me, bro, you know what I would have done? It would be Achimpong and Badia together. And I would have used Antwi on the right-hand side. I think this kid, Antwi, he's been so impressive this season. Every time I rest gave him a few minutes. You know what impressed me about this kid, yeah? Bro, he was active straight away. He was like, I'm on the ball, calm, let me show my thing. Let me show my game. Let me show my game. Straight to the byline, putting in crosses, energetic. You know what I mean? Having that type of mentality and confidence, I like when I see youngers with that, yeah? I really like that. And, bro, we got a history at this academy of producing top-class fullbacks. Like I'm saying, bro, for me, I probably would have had Achimpong in defense and then flipping had Antwi playing right back. But let's see, man. Let's see. Let me answer some more questions, my guys. What are you guys thinking? I'm seeing a question on Pedro Neto. Nini, wouldn't Pedro Neto make a good left back? He is fast, can cross, and has recovery pace. The club needs to stop lying to themselves. Neto is not a winger. I hear you, bro. I don't know if you guys saw my tweet I put out like a few days ago where, you know, the reasons why maybe Neto has his limitations. He's not a bad player, but there's certain limits, right? He is a guy that used to play for Wolves that had tons of space to play on. And for guys like Neto, they can use their full pace, have momentum behind them. The game's kind of simplified and reduced, so he can play to his best instincts. But the thing is, yeah, the moment you step up a level and sign for a big team, it's a different game, man. And I'll give you the prime example. For you guys that remember Sean Wright Phillips when we signed him for Man City, we were like, yo, we got Robin, we got Duff. We're adding Sean Wright Phillips to this attack. Bro, the team's going up another level now because Sean Wright Phillips had a 6th season before. But when he signed for us, he had so many difficulties because his whole game at the time was offering counter-attacking threat, playing with space. The moment the game got restricted, the spaces got less. Well, you have to show more to your game, your playmaking, your combination skills. You have to show more efficiency with your quality. You won't get high volume moments like you can go on 10 dribbles, take 10 crosses. It's not like that at the top. That's where the limits got exposed. And I think Neto is exactly the same. Credit to him, he's adapted a little bit for sure. But because of those limits, he won't be that consistent guy you rely upon throughout a season. He's a guy that will have patches of form, like, you know, like 2-3 months out of every season, Neto is going to be good. And that's what you can expect from him, really. But again, he's not the type of guy I feel like clubs like us should promote as the first big guys in the team. As I've always said, man, the big clubs, they've always signed every player for any position that is like a 2-on-1 type of player. So what I mean by that is your fullback you sign. He's essentially a midfield player that's playing as a fullback. Like your winger. Your winger's also a playmaker. Your winger also has a goal threat. You know, he's a lot more than just being down the byline, putting across. Even the striker needs to have a lot more to his game other than just scoring goals. The midfield has to do the defense. They have to be like deep line playmakers. They have to be that good on the ball. They're basically like your deep line midfielders or defensive midfield players that you're using. That's what it's like when you're signing players for the club. And that's why I was so pissed. We never tied down Odyssey. We didn't tie down all these big guys like Kudus and Co. that we had like first dibs on. And you get left with your Netos. Now, Neto left back could be an interesting one. And I think he would make more sense as a left back if I'm being serious right now. Because it's a lot more simpler, more space to play. The only thing I'm worried about is his defending. That's the main thing you'd be worrying about. But again, man, like I'm saying about that point, you know, fullbacks for the big clubs, they're either like midfield players or they're like having another winger in your team. Could we see Neto make that transformation? Maybe. But if I'm being honest, you guys, I'd rather see most of those minutes go to guys like Esteval, guys like Garnacho, and guys like Gittins, if I'm keeping it real. Anyway, I do have a super chat here. Sorry for that, bro. Surly20, thank you, man. Nini, what's your thoughts on Miyuka? I know Miyuka's having an unreal season at the moment. I rate him so highly, and it's a shame that he's not even playing for us right now. I think Miyuka is the best young striker we have. I think he's better than Mark Gu. I think it's kind of... I feel like if Gu was playing PL2 right now, Gu would not have the same amount of goals that Miyuka has. Like, you hear him, he would not have the same amount of goals as Miyuka if he was playing in his level. Another concern I have with Clear Lake, man, what are they doing to really champion the Cobham products? Because we can't act like we don't produce ballers, yeah? Top class players. But these guys are more focused on making signings abroad compared to utilizing what we have. You know what I mean? Miyuka, if you rate him this highly, he should be going to Strasbourg. How come none of the top Cobham guys, they don't get loan moves to Strasbourg? Why is that just for the foreign guys we signed? Like, does that make any sense? Because it's like, if they perform for Strasbourg, then you feel like they're ready to come back to the Chelsea team and do something. Regardless, you know, ideally, I like him to get a loan move, but I don't know if that's going to materialize before this month ends. But it's quite obvious that this guy is too good for the level he's at. And you know what, with how well he's playing, he should have more minutes for us this season. Like, he should have more minutes. He should be playing tonight, up front instead of Mark Yu. Like I said, man, he's our best youth striker at the club right now by a mile. You know, and I always kind of knew this guy would be someone that would cook. I know the reputation he had when we signed him from Brighton. Like, he was already doing big things when he was like 14 years old. He's playing above his age group at Brighton at 14. He's doing what's expected right now. But you know what it is about Miyuka as well? I feel like this season he looks stronger. Like, he grew in the right ways. You know, he put on a bit more muscle. Like, when I see him on the pitch, bro, he looks like he's got that type of adult type of frame. Right now, he's got everything in his favour. And I just hope this club, they care for this kid's development. He doesn't get a shit club. We actually have a proper plan for him, because I'm sorry, what's stopping him being one of our strikers in the future? You know what I mean? He's got that something special about him, I have to say. But anyway, my friends, the game's starting very soon. At the moment, give me your score predictions. How are you feeling about this game? What's your score? I mean, for me, if it's not like 3-4-0, I don't know what's going on, if I'm being honest with you guys. In the meantime, too, if you guys need a stream link, I'm going to send you guys a link right now. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to put a link in the pinned comment in case you guys need one for the game tonight. Bear with me. Where's the game on the site? Yeah, give me 1 sec, you guys. In the meantime, let me answer someone's question as I'm like finding the link for this game. Llewellyn, yes, but Nini, the problem is no matter the striker, our team doesn't play for... That's the thing though. Rosenior looks to play towards the striker a bit more compared to Maresca that just had the strikers pinning centre-backs. Like, it works, but you know what I mean? It can't be the only way all the time. Sarli, a loan makes sense, especially if we are taking Strasbourg strikers next season for sure. Like, for me, Miyuka, like, Liga 1 is such a great league for young players to develop. It's one of the most physical leagues to get these kids ready. Like, for me, it should be straight to Strasbourg and we keep this guy. Otherwise, a big club will sign him. Someone's going to spend 20... If Tyreek George can get like 20 million bids here, Miyuka, in my opinion, should be getting more. Okay, I'm seeing 6-0, 5-1. Llewellyn 2-5. You don't rate Tosin. Smells like a 3-1. Alright, you guys. Alright, you're seeing the wins then. Calm. Jeremy Nice. Gu is not a Chelsea striker, to be honest. Needs to be sold. Sign Samu. I think if I'm Gu, he needed to go to like Braga or Sporting Lisbon or something. You know, if he went to Portugal to Stadbad, he'd be a lot. Anyway, let me find the FA Cup game, bro. What the flip is it, mate? Yes, okay. I've got the link here, you guys. I've found the link for you guys. Don't say I don't have your back, man. In the pinned comment, it's highlighted right here. There's a link for anyone who needs it for the game tonight. Yes, Kanish, my guy. Love for that, bro. Love from Toronto, as always. Wanted Walsh and Anthony and McQueen today. Exactly. It could have been nice to see some academy integration. Here's what it is, man. Here's what it is. All right. Let me just refresh my screen right now. The game's going to start anytime soon now. I'm not trying to have nothing messing up. Yes, TNT, mate. Let's get it, mate. Let's get it, mate. Come on, don't mess up stream. Ooh. Alright, calm, you guys. Game starting soon. I'm excited, bro. I'm excited to see the differences in attack. I just want to see a bit more. You know, I feel like we're going to see fullbacks overlapping. We're going to see some nice stuff. And hopefully we see some goals tonight. Hopefully we can be entertained. If I'm being honest, I hate the fact that I'm even watching the game at 8 p.m. on Saturday. Like, you know what I mean? I have to constantly sacrifice plans all the time to cover this football club. It's mad. But anyway, you guys, goal scorers. Who are your goal scorers tonight? Surely Garnacho and Gittins have to score, right? Bro, Norte, if you want to remain here, man, you need to get at least 2 assists in this game. Mark Gu, I mean, I don't really care if he scores or not, to keep it real. Ideally, keeping a clean sheet. Rosenior on the bench, sharing some jokes with Fofana and Jalaba. You know, not gonna lie, man. Rosenior on paper, he could be like the chosen one for the football club. If things go well for him, fingers crossed, he could be that guy. Chris Kavanagh, the referee, come on. Come on, boys. I was once at the stadium years ago when I was a kid, when Scott Parker was playing for Charlton. I think, was that the game where we signed Scott Parker from them and we played against them and lost? We lost 1-0. I can't remember. Anyway, we're taking kickoff right now. The game's about to start. Yeah, respect, Franny. Again, shout out to my girl for being so patient. That's it, bro. No, say things kick off right now. Let's go. The biggest crowd since 1970. That's a bit mad. This is what I mean. It's a nice little opening game for Rosenior tonight. You know, Charlton aren't going to be messing around. They're going to take this game very seriously. So it means our players can't get complacent. They also want to impress Rosenior. They want to earn his trust. There's a lot of things going for everyone right now. London derby. Charlton have some decent players as well that we have to respect. It's going to be interesting, man. Anyway, Action Pung on the right-hand side. Plays it back inside to Tosin. At the moment, I'm seeing Santos and Caicedo very close. And now, Badia's spread. So it looks like we're seeing Hato inverting at the moment. So he's coming inside. Garnacho spread wide to the left. Hato is like the third man in midfield at the moment, with Achapon playing as a wide centre-back. All right, cool. So Gittins is on the right sides. Bro, he's looking like Sterling then a little bit from that angle. Okay, Badia shield spreads to the left-hand side, pushing up wide. All right, so Hato is doing this inverted thing then. All right. Spreads wide against Achapon. Gittins comes inside, finds Moises, who has to stretch then, but receives it. Very slow and patient build up. Slowly creeping up the field. Back wide to Garnacho. Back inside to Badia. I mean, it's looking a bit Maresca-esque at the moment, but again, it's at the first 2 minutes. You know what I mean? It's the first 2 minutes of the game. But it's looking quite Maresca-esque. Like, Hato is looking like he's playing the Calafiori role for Arsenal. Like, he's coming inside the pocket alongside Buonanotte, if you're noticing it. So, like, we know that Rossini wants to have the box midfield. And at the moment, it seems like Hato's top left, Buonanotte top right, and Santos Caicedo, the bottom of that box. That's what's going on right now. First cross from Charlton. Again, one pass forwards, one cross in the box, and they get the first corner of this game. I mean, I know that Charlton have like a lot of physicality and they run hard. They got some pace outside. So we can't be complacent. We can't afford to slip up in this game now. Okay, set piece time. Okay, Breeze stepping up to take this. Who we marking? 6-yard box. Oh, they're coming to the far sides. But Jorgensen punches it away. Just about. A bit of head tennis as always. And Jorgensen receives. Can he throw it to someone to release a counter-attack? Opportunities lost. He rolls it back out to Badia. Santos drops very deep to receive. Plays it forward to Moises Caicedo, who spreads it now to Hato, who's inverted, coming inside, carrying the ball up the field. But the pass is too short to Garnacho. It's a bit poor, man. Come on, Hato. Okay, good defending, Santos. That's very important. If we lose the ball high up, we need to make sure that we aggressively counter-press straight away to ensure that the spaces aren't being played in behind out wide. So I think maybe that's why Rosenior likes to have two guys in the pivot, because that way either one of them can split wide to help defend the spaces in behind. I think that's like the idea. with the out of, possession tactics. Long throw this time. We don't win that. Anything that's a long throw, we just... You know what? I don't understand, you guys. Look, one long throw has now meant that Badia has brought down the Charlton player, and he gets the first yellow card. Bro, what is it about modern day players that they cannot handle long throw OP? It's not the first time we've seen this. It's not like it's some new thing that's emerged from nothing. Bro, teams have been doing this in this country forever, yeah? Why is it now, in the modern day era, that players struggle like crazy? It doesn't make any sense to me, you know? One throw-in means Badia's got a yellow card already. Bro, I dare one of these dickheads to get a red card today. I dare one of these guys, yeah, to bring us down to 10 men. If it happens again, Rosenior, the fine's got to be severe. The fines have to be severe, man. Oh, terrible. But they keep it in somehow. Boanorte. Alright, offside. I don't know. I mean, it must have gone out of play then. Okay, Rossini has some clean shoes. Respect. Here we are in the back three. Yeah, exactly. It is, bro. Like I said, think about it like this. It's a box 4 quartet. Same shit that Maresca did. So Hato is top left of the box. Boanorte is top right. And then Santos, Caicedo, and behind. I'm going to show it on the... I'm going to create the tactic, actually, in OBS. Let me just demonstrate what's going on right now. Tolson heads it away. That's and Jorgensen claims. I thought Jorgensen actually was very solid against Man City. I was actually impressed with how he played. Hopefully he really steps up now, second half of the season. Anyway, I'm going to show you guys on screen what it's looking like. Yeah. But it's not like a crazy explosive start. We're not seeing like a madness right now. You know, I still think that this is a good game to kind of make an impression in, to be fair with you. Okay, Gittins on the right hand side. Can he make something happen? Oh, nice goal right to the byline. A cross goal, and the keeper nearly fumbles then. That was positive from Gittins. That was positive. But yeah, if you guys can see, man, it's kind of working like this at the moment. So again, just replace Hato with Cucurella. It's looking like that, man. So it's looking a bit Maresca coded at the moment. I guess if this was tonight, Maresca would be doing like 3-1-6. There'd be like one guy in the pivot, and then, you know, 3 guys in midfield then. Santos into the feet of Moises. Santos. I'm hoping that this can be more of a thing second half of the season. Santos and Caicedo. I feel like it's probably in times, bro, where Santos could be playing alongside Caicedo a lot more. At the moment, we're doing a lot of short passes deeper to try and attract Charlton to press us. But this is what we're going to learn, right? Is that going to be enough? Because as we clocked here, when teams realized that if they pressed us, they'd be punished, but they stopped pressing us, and then we got punished. So let's see if we can force something from this. At the moment, it's looking very Maresca coded. It's not looking that exciting. I think a few of us kind of expected that. You know, sometimes I watch these tactical analysis vids on YouTube, and like what they say is correct. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's just everything's always in theory. Like they never apply it to reality. So you don't really get the full picture. You know, I was seeing people maybe assuming that we're going to be using like a wingback setup here. I mean, I made my videos discussing how we could possibly line up, like to get the full scope and ideas right. But if you thought that he was going to start using like, you know, wingback stuff tonight and whatever, you're mistaken. If anything, though, I thought maybe Delap would be starting. I didn't really see why one of the big strikers didn't start at least one half tonight. You know what I mean? Is it a bit too much rotation? You know, I thought maybe because this of being like Joao Pedro and Delap playing together. I think if there's one thing too, we haven't seen our star guys have enough time forming chemistry together. I think that's been a massive miss. For me, it could have been a great opportunity to have Delap and Pedro just building some confidence for the Arsenal game. Play a half, then let your Boronoses and Goose come on second half. That's what I would have done. That's the main thing I would have done. But yeah, at the moment, slow start at the moment, you guys. Slow start. Okay, AJP19. I don't like this. Liam Rossini has disappointed allowing the fullback. Yeah. Allow the fullbacks to overlap, for sure. I thought we, you know, I mean, to be fair, I thought we'd be seeing that. I thought that's what we'd be seeing at the moment. These guys, you know, overlapping, allowing the inside wingers to come inside. But I don't know, man. I don't know. The number 7 having too much space at the moment, yeah. The real Herner 7-7, this 3-4-3 is going to make you sink in a lot of goals. Horrific. I wouldn't say, I know what you mean. I wouldn't say it's like 3-4-3, but I know what you're saying. I mean, again, one of the reasons why Hato didn't play as much under Maresca was that I think he needed a lot more time getting used to playing in the interiors a lot more. At Ajax, when he got 6 assists for them last season and got 2 goals, he was providing the overlaps. And like when he was inverting when he was carrying the ball and dribbling with it. If you want to use him like that, I'm fine with it. But we're not using him like that. Instead, he's playing like an attacking mids or midfield player that has to receive back to goal. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Because that's like Hato, like this guy has such good press resistance. He's very silky carrying the ball up. It's been something that we've rarely tapped into at all in this setup. Rarely tapped into. Like, I get that we sign all this youngers and all this potential, right? Calm. But like, do we always like maximize that based on like what the team needs, you know? Okay, still waiting for things. A medical emergency in the crowd. Hopefully, the situation is not too techie, man. I mean, I can't imagine a worse place to have an emergency like that. Yeah, hopefully the person's all right. Let me ask some of your questions in the meantime, though. Obviously, we got a bit of time now. Again, what's your thoughts first 10 minutes, you guys? Your first impressions in 10 minutes. Are you a bit disappointed how similar it is to Maresca? But it's the pinned comment. Yeah, if you need a link to the game, it's the pinned comment. Okay, medical emergency. Yeah, hope they're okay. Yeah, respect to them. AJP19. This has worried me. I really thought LR would change things. Hopefully it's just this game. I think this invert does suit. Also begs the question of the board's influence. I don't know if the board are going to influence this, to be fair with you. I think maybe the influence might be by you not using Esteval more. I think, honestly, you guys, I understand that criticism of the boards, but I don't think it's as, only in my opinion, it's as strong as it's made out to be. Because for me, if the board was going to promote one player to play week in, week out, it would be Esteval Willian. Let's be honest about that. It's going to be Esteval, the guy they spent 2 years trying to sign. And we've not seen Esteval play all the time, which kind of, for me, puts that myth to the ground a little bit. Butcher, do you think this lineup would be enough to win? I mean, bro, it has to be against Charlton, no? I mean, come on. It's got to be enough to beat these guys, realistically. Flipping hell, man. Slow our start, though. I mean, Charlton are like 19th in the championship this season. They're 19th right now. So, if they can't beat this team, I don't know. At the moment, though, it looks like we are going to see Middlesbrough, Coventry, and maybe Watford. I wouldn't mind Watford getting promoted. Like, for me, man, I love when London clubs in the championship get promoted. It just makes life a lot easier. Way easier. Anyway, kickoff begins again. Badia plays it to Jorgensen. You're seeing the pivots very deep are looking to receive. Toss it into the feet of Caicedo. We're seeing Hato kind of shifting inside, but he plays it wide to Buonanotte. Nice little turn inside, change of direction. Good play by Buonanotte to power through. Nice. Lovely bit of play. Oh, Buonanotte. Oh, well done. That type of shit from Buonanotte, this is what I'm expecting to see every time. Yeah? That's what he has to do. That's how you're influencing and affecting the game. Again, it's our it's our fullback that's getting on the end of that cross. That's always going to be like the weakness of using the inverted style. In moments where you want to have like a more offensive player attacking that, your fullback's doing that instead, which is, you know what I mean? It's a bit of a shame sometimes. If that was maybe Andre Santos getting forward and getting on the end of that cross, who knows? But anyway, Buonanotte, time and space, carries us up the field to find Gittins. We're seeing Action now overlapping on the right-hand side. Gittins shifts, takes a shot. Okay, calm. Now we're doing a little bit of something now. Now we're doing something now. I mean, it was a tame shot, but I want to see a bit of injection of pace, But I like that Action. Look at Action bombing forward to overlap then. That's what I want to see more of. Okay, Buonanotte taking the set piece. Can he get it right? Near post, and it gets dealt with by Charlton. Yeah, AJ, you're right. Buonanotte was on a little messy run then. Just like start and stop. Ball was glued to his left boot. And also, again, that ball over the top to find the third man run. Like Buonanotte, yeah, you got an opportunity to try and save your career here now. Another corner. Buonanotte gets that though. Plays it back inside to to Gittins. Caicedo. Back to Gittins. Back to Caicedo. I mean, a bit of a hopeful cross from Moises. Wasn't that good then? And Charlton just hoof up the fields. And that's Hato, who's on the chase then. Dealing with the situation, playing it back to Jorgensen. Moises. Caicedo. Buonanotte. Brings it back inside again. See, so the idea is that Charlton press us more, but like they're not going to do that. So Badia, I think if there's one thing we're seeing, maybe a tiny bit, is maybe the wide centre backs have more license to push forward when it matters. Look at Achimpong right now. Look how advanced he is at the moment. Gittins, can he overlap him? Yes, he's overlapping him too. He's overlapping him. Good. Santos. It's better. But like I'm saying, you guys. Sorry. I wanted to get rid of this scene transition. I don't know if it's really needed now, to be fair with you. But as I'm saying, you guys, you're noticing that the wide centre backs have a bit more license to kind of overlap when it matters. So if Gittins is on the ball and he's coming inside, it's like the third time now I've seen Achimpong is timing the overlap outside. I mean, I've personally felt that we should be using this a bit more. We have tons of great wide centre backs. Why is this not a thing? And I think Action could be like a real standout playing this hybrid role. You know what I mean? I guess if Action gonna have license to overlap, then maybe that's why Hato is gonna play inside as like an attacking mid, right? Maybe. Anyway, Action again in the opposition's half, running ahead of Gittins. Just like little things like that, you know? Like, can it just create better triangles out wide? I like that run that BlueLionsTV made. A shame that Santos didn't play it to feet. Andre. Come on, Andre. Anyway, BlueLionsTV's sharp. Very bright start at the moment from BlueLionsTV. Santos. Badia. Back into Santos. Moises. Played. Yes, Action Pung. That's the Action Pung. Oh, Gittins. Gittins. Across goal. Gu. Plays it back to Action Pung. Outside the box. BlueLionsTV. Can he force a shot? Oh, unlucky. Alright, now the game's kind of like picking up a little bit now, you know? Now we're seeing something a bit more. Yeah, this scene transition here. Let me do that again. Yeah, for streams, I think this makes the most sense. Oh, that's nice. I like that. You guys seeing it? Yeah. I'm getting a bit carried away with it now. Yeah, I like that. Still, I like that. His BlueLionsTV on drugs, bro. He's playing like, his career's on the line. This is like his his third start in 2 months, which is mad. Garnacho's been very quiet at the moment. We're playing down the right hand side. It seems like the game plan at the moment, from what I'm seeing, you're looking to overload one side of the pitch to free up the other sides. Let's see. Moises, good defending, Moises. Great defending. Yes, first time to Action Pung. So a few little tweaks. Yes, a much better intensity when going forward and extra options. Some overlaps much better so far. For sure, 100%. 100%. Like I was thinking, if there's one difference that rosenior has over Maresca is that rosenior is going to have a bit more adventure down the flanks. We got the players, man. You know, if you're Action Pung against Charlton, you should be bombing down that flank whenever you want to. You guys in the chat, man, what else are you noticing about our performance so far? Is there anything else that you're seeing that's a bit different? Like, what are you liking now in these last 10 minutes? Action Pung. Tosin. Santos. First time to Badia, who spread wide. It's very like, look, you know, it's Tosin by himself. This is Maresca. Action Pung and Badia Shield are like right beside him right now. He wouldn't allow Tosin to be by himself. Oh, now the pass wasn't there, but the idea was interesting. Moises tries to find someone again, but Charlton now are getting pinned back a lot now. Badia, control that Badia, man. What are you doing, bro? What's this guy doing, man? Come on, Badia. Okay, Santos. Finds Hato. Hato, can you carry? Garnacho on the left, being very, very quiet because the ball is not being played down that side at the moment. Can we make it a bit sharper, boys? Come on. So it was a nice idea from Tosin. It was a nice idea. Mark Hughes pressing, pushing them to one side, forcing Charlton long. Yes, good defending by Tosin then. Action Pung. Back to Moises. Come on, Action Pung's gone out wide again. But he plays it back inside. Like, look at the passes so far, right? 174 passes to Charlton's 17. Action Pung back inside to BlueLionsTV. What can he engineer? It's going to be it feels like until the first goal comes, it's going to be like a very patient game of football so far. Stupidly patient. Moises. Action Pung runs to the spaces to free Gittins out wide. Gittins is coming inside. Achlepong now stays wide. Buonanotte. Tosin. Really squeezing Charlton at the moment. Back on the right to Gittins. Come on, Achlepong. Time that overlap. That's it. The timing just wasn't... Oh, come on, man. Come on, you guys. Nice ideas. Just need to be sharper for sure. 100%. Caicedo looks so muscular. No, Caicedo job looks much easier. Yeah. Now that he has like a proper support guy alongside him. That's it. Achlepong pushes up high. But then Charlton mess up the counter-attack then. Llewellyn, also great to see our players playing directly through teams and not constantly playing around exactly. I mean, again, it's only Charlton. We're playing against an opposition that's inferior to us. We can't forget that. But, I mean, we all got very bored seeing the huge shape of death. Playing around teams. My lord. It's getting on my nerves, man. Buonanotte, that's it. Andre, can he force a shot? Hato. Back to Andre. First time shot. Like it was powerfully geared up then for a first time shot. Tosin. I mean, you know what? I mean, you got to try something. I'm not mad about that. I ain't mad about that. We got to start testing the goal a bit though now. Much more direct yet. Tosin trying to channel his inner David Luiz. If there was like one player I could bring back from, you know, the past, I think David Luiz would be... I think he'd be revered much more. For me, he's the best ever ball-playing defender I've seen in my life. Out of any player I've ever seen, like he was just... Everything was just too easy for him. It's like he mastered the art of the pass, you know? I think he was better than Terry and Silva, all these guys. Gittins. That's it. Achlepong's trying to pin his winger back. Come on, boys. Buonanotte. He's a bit deeper now. Spreads it. Hato. Garnacho, who's, again, too far on the left side. All by himself. Who's making options around him. He's progressing the ball slowly, yep. Caicedo. Achlepong's inside. No, don't force a shot. Like, I saw, like, bro, we got no, like, moves in us, you know? Like, you don't see, like, that combination play or, like, that chemistry, really. Like, Gittins. Fair enough. I mean, you got to force something, right? Maybe it'll be interesting to rotate Garnacho and Gittins, you know what I mean? Give these guys an opportunity to play down each side. But look, a lot of guys outside the box... I mean, Caicedo, could you not have maybe put the cross in then for you? Like, if you think about it, what is the utility behind how we're looking to break down this defense now? You know? Like, what is the move we're trying to make to engineer some space? It seems like it's just the cutback, the cutback, the cutback. There's got to be a little bit more, though. You have to see a bit more variation, you know? Caicedo in the half space, could you not have maybe put a cross to the back post then? Action Pong, too easy, my guy. Too easy, mate. Gittins. Action Pong. Bonorte. Oh, fuck me, man. That's it. That's yours, Badia. That's your guy. No, it's not your guy. What? And now, Badia, you dumb Badia, you're on a yellow, my guy. I dare you to get sent off today. I dare you to get sent off today. I dare this guy to get sent off, man. Flipping hell. Set piece time. Make sure the defensive line's on point. Oh, shit. Good defending. Gittins. Yes, Gittins. Pulled back. Come on, boys. Come on, some quality, man. This low block flipping possession play. As a fan, sometimes it's just not that entertaining, you know? Pass, 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 pass. Oh. Santos. Spreads it to Gittins on the right. Gittins. Oh, nope. Too easy. Do we win that back? No, we don't. We force Charlton long. Miss, yes. Caicedo mops the danger up, plays it back to Jorgensen. Oh, come on, boys. I need a little bit of something, man, you know? Come on. You can't win the league if you can't break a low block. This is what I mean, man. There is an argument, right, that if you have a lot of young players who haven't like mastered their game and stuff, are young guys maybe that good playing in this type of game state, you know? Like sometimes you have to show maybe a bit more efficiency with your play, right? You have to know when to take your shots and your moments, you know what I mean? Scoring your half chances, that type of stuff. Like, do we have the type of player that can do that? I'm not too sure, man. You know? That was a bit better then. We find Garnacho. So he can go 1v1. Yep. Comes inside. Plays it short to Andre. Short again in front of goal. Very short. It's looking a bit U-shape of death right now. Gittins has a lot of touches at the moment, but he's not on his strongest right foot. But he does have a left foot, though. He does have that. Oh, flipping hell, man. Now, I wonder if rosenior makes a few tweaks soon, you know? Like, maybe, could Caicedo maybe push up a bit more? So, like, Hassel can maybe play more on the left side now and overlap. Come on, a bit faster, man. Good strike, action pong. But again, at the moment, our best moments are coming outside the books. That's all we can create at the moment, you know? There's no real box penetration. I mean, yeah, good luck to Mark Yu getting any chances tonight. It seems pretty impossible at the moment. Everything we're creating is just for opportunities outside the box right now. I know people are like, Garnacho's this and that. I hear you, man, but it's like, I mean, what can he do? You know what I mean? Unless it's like a solo effort coming inside and forcing a shot outside the box, like, what can he really do right now? You know, he's kind of isolated. I'm not really seeing. Like, look, Garnacho, play it inside, put a cross in. I mean, that's all it's gonna be, right? Inside, Santos. Maybe I'm being impatient because it's like what 8:30 and I'm watching football on a Saturday, but it's like, please, man, I need to see some goals. I don't want to struggle through like a 1-0 win against Charlton. I'm sorry, please, not tonight, man. Like I'm feeling like that's so restless right now watching us play. But you know what it's like though? Like we watched football like nearly like every game for how many years consecutively, right? Like when you watch football, you know, where you're breaking down a low block, it's like you've seen it all before. There's nothing different or new. There's like no new ways. There's nothing new you can produce when it comes to breaking down a low block, outside of like some spectacular moment or something. So it does feel a bit repetitive. It does feel a little bit boring when you're forced to have to watch a game like this. I mean, I'm keeping it honest, you know. Like I like the tactical side. I appreciate it, but bro, I'm still a fan, man. I still like the entertainment. I still wanna feel something, get off my seat a little bit, you know. Like I wonder what the future of the game is gonna be like. Surely there's gonna be a manager that finds a way past low blocks. I mean, listen, the best team I've ever seen, the only team in my life that I've enjoyed watching play against defensive teams was Barcelona. Like Tiki Taka was like the only solution against low blocks. It was like all the relationism, you know what I mean? It's like because all the Barca guys came through the academy together, they had like not even a sixth sense, like a seventh sense. Like they were so undefendable, you know? Like, you know, like moments here where like, you know, you move the ball all the time. Sometimes I think, I mean, the only solution in my opinion to kind of beating low blocks is having more dribblers in your team. Like at the moment, we're only seeing Gittins allowed to dribble on the right, Garnacho on the left, and that's that. But no one else is like carrying. Like no one does like a little skill in the middle to open up a space and for, like that's what Barcelona would do. And then you have like the maddest third man run that would spin you. It was like they got into the opposition's head psychologically and was just toying with them. It was mad. But I just think to myself, like, is that the solution? Like a bit more carrying? But now, to be fair, I'm going to say then, Garnacho made the right run, but Badia Shield didn't find him. That was the right run from Garnacho. He timed that perfectly then. Badia wasn't in sync. They weren't in the same wavelength then. But it makes sense, right? I mean, how many times is Badia and Garnacho playing together? Yeah, it's the only threat we have. But again, man, the only team I've ever enjoyed was that Guardiola Tiki Taka Barca, man. That was the only antidote to low blocks. I used to love it too because there was always finding like this a new way to play through defenses. There was always something that you hadn't seen before. There was always something imaginative by what they did. Of course, there were systems behind it, but the way the players were just so like how they perfected it so much over the years. Yeah, some of the best football I've ever seen comes from that Barcelona Guardiola team. For me, that's probably the best club team ever in football history, I have to say. And then when he moved Messi inside false nine, my lords, my lords. Oh, oh, come on, bro. I'm feeling tired right now, boys. I know it's really bad. I need to keep it honest. I feel like my eyes are getting kind of heavy right now, bro. I'm feeling kind of tired. I'm feeling sleepy. Like, I just got hit by fatigue from nowhere, bro. My lord. You just woke up too, Alex. Whew. It's gonna be a long night, man. Hey, Ina, how you doing, man? No, I'm not married just yet. I get my wedding's in September, you guys. September, the wedding. Obviously, I'm not gonna be looking like this for the wedding. I'm gonna be looking a lot leaner and a lot slimmer. I tell you guys that. I need to make sure I'm looking the best I ever look for my wedding, man. If I showed you guys a photo of how I used to look when I was like 19, 20, you're gonna think I was a different guy. You guys want to see it? Should I just like show you? Should I show you guys? Bro, I was looking like a completely different guy, man. Back when I was like 18, 19, 20, 21. Bro, I used to be a different guy, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm getting married in England. Like, originally we were thinking about doing it abroad, but it's like, you know, what's the point of doing it if you're making it too expensive for everyone? Like, I'm not trying to put people into debt for one day. Like, let's be serious. Come on, Charlton, are they going to do something? Crossing the books and Action Pong stops. Bro, naughty. Kind of felt that one. Oh, little clip from behind. That's a little bit naughty. You guys want to see the photo, yeah? I'll show you the photo. I'll show it to you then. Can't believe I'm doing this, man. Let me show you guys. Let me show you. Let me get it up. Let me get it up. Tell me if you guys can you see it? Maybe I'll start doing the stream like this then. Start doing it like this now. Can you guys see, yeah? Trying to see the difference between John and me. You guys are funny, man. Yeah, that's going to be the new... I'm going to do the stream like this now. That's how I'm doing it. Bro, before KFC and McDonald's and all this processed nonsense and shit came into my life, yeah, bro, I used to have a jawline. I used to have these types of things, you know? I'm not gonna lie, bro. Being young like this and like going out, unforgettable times. I can't lie. Unforgettable times. Okay, corner. Played short and dealt with by Tolson. Oh, yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Give me 6 months. Give me like, I got 9 months for the wedding. I'm going to get back there. You know? I'm going to get back there. A gang rapper. That's crazy talk, man. Does my girl watch my streams of vids? Yeah, sometimes. Get back on that grind. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you. September, I'm going to get back to this, man. I'm going to get back to this. I promise you that. I want to look back on my life and be like, yo, when I was an old man, yeah, this was like my peak, you know? Yeah, I'm forgetting about this game now, to be fair. Oh, bro, it's just like, being a fan is such a hard thing these days, man. It's just like nothing memorable's happened at all yet. Just nothing. City won 10-1, bro. Flip. I need to see the results. You know what I mean? Like, those, if you're like a fan of Barca or City or Madrid and clubs like this, like, you should just be grateful that you get to see just exciting football, attacking football all the time. Be grateful. Look, Man City, if they're going to be playing against Exeter, they're going to put 10 on their heads. Yes, Semenyo scored, of course he did. And of course, Makaido, the guy that they signed from our academy, he also scored against Exeter as well. Like, bro, come on. Like, it really is, yeah, you know, they're really blessed. If you're like a Barca fan, a Madrid fan, a Man City fan, you know, you're seeing peak attacking football where every week, you know, you're going to be, forget the result, you're going to be entertained, at least. It must be a good feeling. It must be a good feeling. Yeah, I'm going to take this photo off now. It's like I'm kind of begging it a little bit now. But yeah, you're seeing, look at the contrast. The contrast is mad. Wow. The contrast, bro. Now, I feel like turning the stream off now, to be fair. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, got Nacho. Fucking hell, mate. Bro, you know, like on the wedding day, I'm going to put all that weight back on just like that. But I need you guys to hold me to accountability as well, you know? If you feel like you're not seeing any progress every month, you have to let me know, you guys. You know, don't go easy on me. Back then, I think I was like 19, 18, 19, or I can't remember. I think it was like between 18 to 20, something like that. 18 or 20. Action Pong. My lords. Immortal. Good luck, bro. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Love for that. Gittins. Oh, Gittins. All right, that's like the most exciting thing I've seen in like 20 minutes. Nice little attempt then from Gittins' left foot. I mean, he's got that left foot in his locker. Barely any backlift. Hits it hard and low really early. I mean, Gittins he's looked sharp today. He's looked, you know, he looks like he misses playing. Okay. He looks determined. Yes, Mark. We do not have quality wingers. Garnacho and Gittins are definitely not good enough. Yeah, David, I don't think I am seeing any progress, Nini. Yeah, it's going to be hard to see like instant progress when Rosenior just came like, what, 2 days ago? But, oh, Gittins. That touch from Gittins and that little nutmeg. Oh, that was cool. That was nice. That was nice. Who's going to win that action pong? Can we get a goal at least? Bonorte. Come on, Garnacho kind of make a run. I mean, there's no point now. Garnacho spreading wide to the left. Santos. Tosin Badia. Very slow into the feet of Santos. But my thing is, if you're Badia, why? We played like 10 passes now to not move up at all. Could Badia have not just played it straight to Garnacho and kind of like put the tempo forwards? Like, this is what I don't understand. We just played like 12 short passes. We did not move up the field 2 yards. You know what I mean? Play a stupid pass to Bonorte, and now it's a counter-attack to Charlton. And I thought to myself, Badia, you're on the ball on the left. Why are you not instinctively playing it straight to Garnacho? Just to be like, you know what? It's kind of boring just playing it short passes to Caicedo and Santos all game, you know? Like, you guys, like Jack, man, do you feel like sometimes the players in these moments have to also not hide behind the system and also kind of be a bit brave? Like, if do you guys remember, like, when Sharky scored for Man City recently, he said, you know, I made that goal happen because I was tired of listening to Guardiola's instructions. You know what I mean? Maybe our players are just like, they're too reliant on listening to instructions and following things down to a T. Like, okay, Garnacho, why is Hato not there overlapping then? This is... Oh, fuck me, this football, man. Garnacho. Just doing some, yeah. Santos again. Garnacho. Gittins. Been the brightest spark so far. Bro, Norte inside. He couldn't play a ball over the top. Hato just stinking it up in the middle for no reason. Yeah, I think second half, man, we got to see some changes, boys. I mean, this ain't it, man. Hato! Oh! 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 Wow. Wow. Finally! Quality! Quality, boys! Yo, that was effortless, man. What a finish from Hator. What a finish from Hator. Oof, wow. What a goal. I got to see this again. It's perfectly set up, man, on the half volley as well. The technique. Look how he gets his knee over the ball too. Oh. Ah, great goal from Hato, man. Perfectly set up. Perfectly set up and smashed top bins, man. What a goal. Good for Hato, man. Good for Hato. It's been quite hard for the kids. Been in and out of the team. Barely been playing recently. He has a moment to kind of shine again now. Second half of this season. That's good defending then. Good. Come on, half time. Intercepted by Action Pong. Great defending. He's carrying it forwards. Still on the ball. Free kick. Gu. Please do not be conceding now for the second half. Please. Jorgensen organising his war. Trying to block off that any near post angles. Ooh, oh, good war. Come on, ref. Blow the whistle. Blow it, blow it, blow it. Badia. Come on, blow the whistle now, mate. That's it, that's it. What's a goal from Hato? What's a flipping goal from Hato? What's a goal? Guys, let me know, man. Let's share our thoughts and opinions on the first half performance we just saw now. Is Hato okay? It seems like Rosenior is talking to Enzo. Could Enzo be replacing Hato second half? Do you think that was like a little knock then on Hato? Yeah, I think, okay, only Hato and Gittins. I think also Action Pong's been good. Bro, Norte's had like a moment or two, maybe like not enough consistently, but I guess maybe Hato, Action Pong, Gittins. I think Caicedo and Santos been a very easy game, but they've been reliable. You know what I mean? Nini, is the top players tab only for opposition team? It should be for everyone, just like whoever the top players are, basically. ATG. Nah, I think it hit his stomach. Okay, calm, makes sense. Cool. When players finally shoot. Now, we got kind of fortunate with the with how that goal was set up. But again, when the ball's that inviting, when it's getting set up that perfectly, if your first instinct isn't to half volley that, when you're like 10 yards away from goal, then I don't know what you're doing at this football club, to be honest with you. Garnacho's a ghost. Yep, I mean, I get it, but it's also low-key like a little bit, you know what I mean? Gittins has had the license of having Action Pong down his side. He's had the license of Bo Norte near him. Garnacho only has himself. Like, you've barely even seen Hato and Garnacho linking up, you know? So it's not like quite the same. So I'm not going to use this as an example to kind of stick it on Garnacho. I just feel like if you're looking at the details, he's just kind of isolated by himself right now, in my opinion. Phil, I want to see a second half with more pressing from the subs. We have to bring some subs on. Gittins playing well at the moment. If there was a sub to make, maybe you're moving Gittins to the left, Esteval on the right hand side. You'd imagine Esteval is going to get some type of minutes, right? You'd think. I mean, I hope so. Hopefully I see him play. Llewellyn, yes, bro. I like our wingers going into the box and looking to shoot. For sure. I think that's an important thing. I mean, we signed inside wingers that can kind of take shots and have the ability to score. Give them more license to come closer towards goal so they can take shots off. Like, it's the only way. You know what I mean? Owen, you would sell Garnacho already. Let's I don't know. I'm going to be a bit more patient now. We've got a new manager. I'm just going to wait to see what happens. I don't think Garnacho... listen, I've seen worse performances. I think the weakest winger under Clearlake has probably been Mudryk, because Mudryk was literally losing possession for fun. Let's not forget that. We've not seen anything like that from Garnacho and Gittins and Co. So the levels have gone up a tiny bit, I guess. But, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't want to start scapegoating tonight. Let's see what they can do. There's a bit more time, you know. And as I've said, Gittins has more guys down his sides. And Garnacho's kind of by himself. Anyway, Ina, thank you so much, bro, for the super chat. Nini, I am going to run the Amsterdam Marathon later this year. You should join me. It's a nice way to get in shape for your wedding. Oh, let me know. I mean, I'm not going to promise anything, but I do have family in Amsterdam. And there are times where I go to Amsterdam like once a year. So if the time aligns, like I'm at that stage of my life now where I'm kind of open to a challenge. I'm kind of open to testing myself, right? So you're giving me something to think about, you know. That could be quite cool. Nini, you're getting married. Yes, I get married in September, man. Like, I've already envisioned everything. Like, bro, I'm going to have like a cream tuxedo. I'm going to have like a black bow tie, white shirt, black trousers, black patent leather shoes. I'm going for that classic look, man. And I'm looking to bring back like the goatee and maybe like a high skin fade. So, bro, I'm going to be ready for this wedding, man. MJ, yes, that's cool. Yeah, bro. Yeah, Ina, let's try and talk about that. That would be quite cool. Like, what's your? I'm guessing you train like once or twice a week already. And also, when is the marathon? Zul, our wingers should do more crosses to the penalty area. Gu is good in the air. We've been quite reluctant to play any crosses inside the box right now. I mean, again, if you're a striker, where is your service coming from? What can Gu like really offer and do? I do sympathise for Chelsea strikers. It's not that easy. Maybe that's why a lot of guys in the fan base was hoping that Osimhen could be the option. You know what I mean? Could he interpret the striking role a bit better? Potentially, but bro, it's a hard life. You know, you're constantly in solitude all the time. You don't have reliable service coming your way. It's not easy. It's really not easy. Chonini, wear a Chelsea shirt on your wedding day for the boys. I'll probably have one underneath me, but I'll probably get some like Chelsea cufflinks or something because I'm a nerd like that. I have to have like a little like football representation, right? Maybe I might name some of the cocktails after some players, or maybe that's a bit. I have to pause on that and think about that one. But anyway, Sterny, Nini, Gittins getting to the line consistently. Santos, Bernorte, and Hatso have to crash the books alongside with Gu. For sure. I mean, I'm sure there's details that Rosenior wants to kind of improve upon, but he'll need some time. It's not like Rosenior has a pre-season. It's not like he has the players for a week where he can just work on tactics, work on ideas. We have a game like every few days. This is the grind mode part of the season. So I feel like if I was Rosenior, if I'm being honest with you guys, I'm prioritizing results right now. I'm going for results over trying to play my way because I just feel like results gives you the platform to then, find yourself eventually, right? Yeah. But I want to see that Hato goal again. Again, it was a cross then. And Hato unmarked. What a finish from the half volley. Ooh. Pure finish, man. Brilliant finish from Hato. Brilliant finish. Oh, so Gu won that then, somehow. Into the path. Look at the concentration, the execution, bro. Mad goal. Sturdy, Nini, all the happiness in the world to you and the missus. From one blue brother to another. Welcome the missus to the family. Love for that, man. Really appreciate that. You guys are all just such great guys, aren't you? Nah, I appreciate it, man. I'm lucky to have you guys in the community. So, yeah, thank you. Like, the other day, too, I was completely floored. Someone sent me €100 super chat. I felt so bad because I didn't even realize until like 2-3 days after. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I was just like, the last thing I was expecting. It was way too much. Let's be serious. I'm not trying to encourage anyone to send me €100 at all. Keep it like small. But yeah, obviously it was humbling. It was also motivating as well. So yeah, I'm lucky I've got such a sick community. Like, you know what? I never told you guys this story, but I'll share this story with you. Mr. Cameron, thank you for the super chat. I'll get back to you. But you know the camera that I'm actually using right now to stream from, bro? You know, one of the guys from the community. You know, he dropped me $1,000 into my PayPal to get this camera. I remember like my camera I was using before broke, and I was like, you guys, I'm using my webcam for the next week. Just bear with me. I'll get a new one. I get a DM like the day after, and he's like, bro, like I got you for the camera, and obviously I'm just like, come on, bro, you can't have me for the camera. It's too much. Like I can get it myself too, you know. But he was very insistent and like very supportive, and bro, like. The day after that, he just sends me $1,000 straight to the PayPal. And I added some of my own money on top. So obviously, yeah, this camera, I got like a Canon 90D. But like I'm saying, bro, I've always been very lucky to have you guys in the community. So thank you. But again, Mr. Cameron, thank you, man. Your question is, the setup looks similar to Maresca. What differences have I noticed so far? If there's maybe one or two differences I've seen. I think one, there's more willingness for Rosenior to have the wide centre backs pushing forwards. Let me kind of show this on stream right now. So if you look at players like Action Pong, for example, we've noticed that Action Pong's had a lot of license to make an overlapping run. I feel like he is making more supportive runs than what I would see for maybe any centre back for us at the moment. Normally, Maresca would have had Malo Gusto doing this role. But then Gusto wouldn't be coming back to form like a back three, you know what I mean? But Rosenior's encourage Action Pong to really make overlaps when Gittins comes inside. And it's given us a bit of an option to stretch out a little bit. I've noticed that obviously Santos, Caicedo are like the protective base in front of the defense. They're very close to each other. Everything goes through them at the moment, as we're seeing with the million short passes we're playing. And another thing I've noticed is that it seems like we're building up more down the right-hand sides to free up the left-hand side. But I guess maybe the only weakness that's come from that is Garnacho has been a bit isolated on the left-hand side. So like when he's trying to come inside, when he's freed, he normally has two guys against him. I mean, yeah, he can do a bit better, but it's a shame that we don't have maybe, let's say, like a... I mean, you couldn't use Badia, it would be too mad. But it's a shame that he doesn't have what Gittins has on the other side. There's someone who's kind of peeling off outside. Just to take another man away. Because, you know, like when Garnacho gets past the fullback, he then has the other midfield player that's then spawning from nowhere. So it makes it hard for him to take like proper quality shots or to really come in and connect with the rest of the team. I mean, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing Hato having that license to maybe just like overlap a little bit more at times. I'm not saying doing it all the time, but I wouldn't even mind seeing it just to add a bit of variety to our attack. Maybe there's certain times Hato will be inside, like what he did for the goal. Maybe there's other times you're going to see Garnacho coming inside and Hato overlapping. I mean, that would be one thing I would like to see. But yeah, long story short, man, I'm noticing the wide centre-backs are really getting forwards. And I'm noticing how everything is going through the pivot. Where under Maresca, it wasn't really like that. It was kind of Caicedo by himself with a flat, like a super flat back three. Like Maresca was like, listen, if I got Tosin, it means that you, Badia, you, Achimpong, you are never allowed to leave this guy by himself. That you must stay close to him. And it just was a bit too negative for my opinion. Especially in games where you're going to have the midfield and you're going to be better, right? So that's been the key difference at the moment. Can say, had to support the grind. Big up, Nini. Thank you, my guy. Appreciate that. Louvain and Nini, enjoy the journey towards the wedding. The journey sometimes is better than the destination. Oh, you're also getting married too. Okay. Yo, man. We're all getting like ready for a new stage in our lives. It's crazy because like, after the wedding, man, probably like the year after that, I'm going to be trying for little Ninis, which is a crazy thing. So life's going to be looking completely different right now. It's kind of overwhelming a little bit, but that's the stage for every guy, right? That's what we have to go through. Jonathan, Badiashil's passing isn't to a good standard as he's playing simple passes. It just seems careless and without purpose. I kind of agree with you. I think there was a few times I'm thinking, Badia, why the hell are you not finding Garnacho a bit more? If that was Levi Cole was not just looking to play passes inside to the midfielders. Levi Cole was looking to play a ball over the top. As I'm saying, I understand that when you're up against teams that are just defending, doing nothing, it's hard, fair enough. But like, don't just hide behind the system all the time, yeah? Badia, how have you not found Garnacho over the top once? I don't think Rosenior is telling you that you're not allowed to play that ball. So I want these guys to kind of show a little bit more, man. Badia, yeah. At the moment, you guys, you know my thoughts. I'm probably selling Badia first thing in the summer. Andre, how do you meet your girl? Bro, it's a long time. I met her back when I was studying, man. Long time ago. Stay on. Okay, second half's appearing soon. Lesmia, Nini Jr. with the number 10 controlling the game. Listen, if I could have a son that's a football player, obviously I'll be living the dream, right? Like my granddad used to play for Chelsea's academy all those years back. He never played like pro level, like top flight football. But his biggest claim to fame was that he played for a seaside town called Hastings United, and they got through to like the fourth round of the FA Cup back in like the 40s or 30s or something. Obviously, my dad's like a massive diehard Chelsea fan, as in like, you know, he's kind of known in the fan base. Home and away, I mean, yeah, he's the definition of, you know, he'd probably sell me for the club, to be honest with you. He's one of those types of guys. So I kind of feel like, you know, it's been a lifelong family history of Chelsea fans. Someone has to produce a kid for the team, no? And if I'm lucky enough to have a kid that's not tripping over his feet when I'm throwing a ball towards him, I'm hoping I can produce the next Musiala or something. Like I want to produce that type of player. I'm not trying to produce another centre back, man. I'm not trying to produce, you know what I mean? The world doesn't need more of them. Okay, Charlton. Okay, intercepted by Tosin. Ooh, a bit of a deflection then. Live stream the wedding. Can you imagine that? Please, you would never ever see me doing something like that, man. Stream my own. Like, imagine getting like stream sniped at my own wedding, or getting ducks. Can you imagine that? I deserve all the, you know, all the backlash. I deserve all the negativity if I was stupid enough to do that. Hato. Is Hato playing more out wides? Let's see. You know, it's tucked inside again. Boanorte. Nice little combination. Then Gu releases it to Action Pong. Into the feet of Gittins, who makes the overlap. Nice flowing football here. Gittins looking to shift, come inside. Forces the shot. Gu, goal! Ah, not gonna lie, that was crisp play then. That was nice football then. If we score from that, I would have been satisfied with everything else I saw then. That was nice. Gittins with that little cross, disguised cross then. Gu very unlucky, but that was actually very brave defending from Charlton's defender then. I don't think it was a handball. Don't think it was, but anyway, we have the attack again. Action Pong's pushing forward. I wonder if Action Pong can get more minutes now, second half of the season. Gets caught on the ball. Charlton on the attack. Plays it back inside. In terms of our pressing, we're looking to kind of force Charlton out wide, and then we're pushing up high to jump them then. Okay, good pressing to force them back, and we win. Like, that's it. Caicedo. Oh, we don't win that then. Tosin's Langley leg doesn't connect with the ball. Charlton's wingers coming inside, finds the number 14. Looking to bring the ball inside to take a shot. Santos, he trips, looking a bit clumsy right now. But Hasso saves the situation and releases Garnacho. Back inside to Santos. Is it me, you guys? Is it me? Or have we become more of like a 4-3-3? No. I don't want to... Is it like a 4-3-3, like a little bit? No, okay, now it's moved inside back to the same old box midfield stuff. You know, you're seeing like a 3-2-2-3 right now. Tosin looks to play it long over the top. Beautiful pass to find Gittins. That's what Tosin can do. He's a very good passer. Gittins wins the free kick. I mean, I can't help but think if he had Gittins on the left and Esteval on the right-hand side, could he be seeing a little bit more from the attack? I mean, I think so. But I'm only going to just blindly hope that Esteval's starting off the bench because rosenior is using him against Arsenal. I mean, surely you're using Esteval against Arsenal. I mean, we're the only club that could watch a kid score that goal he scored against Barcelona and still have him starting off the bench. I mean, come on. London's not blue. London is black and white. That's the right Project Mbappe. Listen, if it's not Project Mbappe, I'll happily take Project Bettinelli. I mean, if you're thinking about it, I mean, the players who are really having the best careers in the game are the third and fourth choice goalkeepers. Oh, that's it. Boanorte, I said tonight, you have to get an assist tonight. You have to get an assist. I've been really impressed by our short, our near post set piece routines. I just feel like we're just so accurate with the crosses we're playing and how we attack the balls from that side. And Ray Tolson scores. Boanorte gets an assist. That's good for him. I was saying tonight, I want to see Boanorte get 2 assists. Brilliant assist from Boanorte. See, they left Tolson completely unmarked then. Massive mistake. Like, how... Okay, Tolson just brushes aside whoever that guy is. But he's the tallest guy in our team. Why are Charlton not doing enough to stop us? That's kind of dumb, in my opinion. Proving the haters wrong. I'm a hater. Bro, at least you're owning it, man. Own your hate, my guy. Tolson hat-trick. I mean, today I was saying at least 4 goals tonight, man. At least 4 goals. Let's hope that maybe Gu or Gittins or Garnacho, like Triple G up front today. Hopefully one of these mugs can score. Okay. Well, Norse needs some runs in the Premier League. Let's see. We are doing a double this year. Ooh, dangerous cross then. I mean, Charlton have nothing to lose now. So I'm hoping that means they're going to be more open now for counter-attacks. Oh, that was a decent delivery then to the back post. I mean, Charlton have made things hard for us too. They haven't just like played it to be whipping boys and play with no respect. Very short build up then. Oh, you see that? That was very short. And that was a great ball from Badia to release Gittins wide. We are going to see a lot of this very deep type of build up. Oh, Gittins is on the run. Oh, all right. Jamie. Gu, like, why is he just standing there? Why is he not thinking, let me make a run? That was a bit poor from Gu then. Like, if you're noticing that Gittins is building momentum, why are you just, like, standing there thinking the ball's going to find you? Like, you should have been moving, you know? Again, I think, I feel for Gu. I just think that really this guy should not be at our football club. Not because he's not good enough, but he is someone that needs to be playing. Like, he didn't get any football last year. You can make the excuse that he was getting to grips with the system and whatever. Cool. But I just really felt like for him to not be on loan playing week in, week out, it's a bit of an L. If there was any player to go to Strasbourg next season, surely, if he really backed you, he needs to go there. Anyway, Garnacho. Oh, Garnacho, man. Like, I feel like when he plays sometimes, he doesn't know exactly what he wants to do. Like he's still forming the picture in his head. Because if he wanted to take that shot, he could have done it a bit earlier, you know? That wasn't the cleanest strike then, in the sense that he was still kind of improvising it. I think that's like another area for his improvement. Like, understand the actions beforehand. Okay. Santos mops that up. That's a Bonorse. Plays it straight back. Caicedo, Santos. So I'm really curious to know, again, if you guys saw, again, I think a video I released a bit too late, but, 6 things that Rosenior has to fix. I was mentioning that I think Enzo Fernandez needs to find, like, the definitive role now. You know, he's been a guy that's been the glue for the team. I think for someone with this type of ability, he has to be a little bit more than that. Oh, see, Gu wasn't alive then. He wasn't alive to that. But fair enough. But I'm just thinking, from what we're seeing from Santos and Caicedo, does that give the indication that you'll see Enzo Fernandez playing very tight to Moises? You know, I just have this this thought that could we get more from Enzo's passing range? Oh, what a ball from Tolson. Offside. It was offside, but the execution was still on point. I mean, that's what Tolson can do. He's one of the best ball-playing defenders in the league. Like, if there was like an attribute that he has, his passing is probably like, I don't know, 18 out of 20 if it's like FM. He can pass the ball. Tolson's very unfortunate that he doesn't have the pace. If he had that pace, you know, Tolson and the concentration, he'd be seeing a bit differently. But yeah, like I'm saying, man, I feel like maybe Enzo Fernandez playing tight to tight to Caicedo. Could he maybe offer something with his passing range from deeper? I mean, let's see. Back post cross again. Oh, Badia loses this guy as he always does, man. I feel like we have defenders that are very prone to just losing their strikers in the books. I feel like Fofana could be prone to this. Look at Badia. It's caught. He's under the ball then. Caught under that cross then. Look. Come on. I mean, if this was the Premier League, this is 2-1 at the moment. Yeah? If this is a Prem game, this is 2-1 right now. Corner. Oh, dangerous in the box. What a save, Jorgensen. See, I mean, bro, Charlton, they've been dangerous with the corners and the crosses. You know, they're not afraid to put balls inside the box. I'm not dealing with it right now. We ain't dealing with it right now. You know what I mean? Not dealing with the cross. Damn. I thought Jorgensen, I'm not going to be angry that he didn't, stop the second strike. It was a great save. He was still coming down. Striker hits it hard and low. I mean, I kind of invited that a little bit. But that's the FA Cup, man. Oh, Leoburn used to play for us, what the commentator is saying. I never completely forgot. I know we had that Mason Barstow that we signed from Charlton. What happened to him? I don't even know where he is right now. Okay. Come on, wake the hell up, boys. I mean, to not get a clean sheet tonight is a bit of an L, I have to say. Gittins, Achimpong. That's all. He's definitely interfering. Yeah. Chelsea is the worst at guarding the back post on corner kicks. The details, man. Tolson and Badia. I think Tolson would do much better in a slower league. If he went to like Serie A, or if he went, I say Serie A like it's slow now. I don't think Serie A is slow at the moment. But the Slamness is looking at this defending. No one's picking up their men. I noticed that you're seeing Charlton are arriving at the back post a lot to attack headers. We're scoring another one, no worry. Yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, hopefully. Anyway, Gittins. He's releasing behinds. Come on, Gittins. Very good performance so far. Boanorte gets his body in front of his man. Spreads it to Andre. Back inside Moises. Boanorte. That wasn't the pass. Come on, Boanorte, man. I need you to, like, carry the ball sometimes. I need to carry that ball sometimes, man. Oh, no. Bro, this, who is that Charlton winger with the looks? Is it Fuller? Hughes looking very... You know, like he's just too young to be playing as a striker against low blocks. Like this is someone that should be in Portugal right now, you know? Like he's the type of guy that could probably get you like 12 goals in the Portuguese league and then he builds off from that, you know? I just think it's too much right now for Gu. Okay, that's the overlap there on the other side. Bo Norte. He doesn't use that run though. I don't know why he doesn't make the pass. He's played it back inside then. I think he should have played the pass to the right side. You know? Have a cross coming in. Garnacho. Progressively slot. Oh, that's poor strike from Moises and Santos is leaning back. I don't know, man. I just saw the overlap from Achimpong. Bro, Norte should have passed it instinctively to his side and allow like a cross to come in. Just, you know, if you're going to break down blocks, you need to bring some variety. There's got to be some equal mixture of like shots outside the box, cutbacks, give and goes, crosses to the near post, far. Like you have to do a bit more in terms of what you're doing to create opportunities. I just feel like we're a bit too basic at times. Badia. Jorgensen. Left foot, okay. I mean, fair enough. Garnacho, okay. He somehow makes that his. Now he's driving us up the field on the left-hand side, but he's let the ball roll behind him. Can he force a shot? No, that's it, Bo Norte. Good. That's it. Third goal, man. 3-1. Game over. Bro, you know what? Good for you, Q. You know? Good for you. Like, it's been a long night. It's a long night when you're playing up front for us, man. He's just constantly running here. Everything's been in vain. Look how he's just like, thank God. Like, I get the moment all my work's been waiting for. A lot of fortune done. You know, Garnacho getting 2 deflections, carrying us up the field. Norte, ideally, the strike should have been better, in my opinion. It's a bit weak, but then the keeper rebounds it and Gu's there in the right time. Yeah, simple. Okay, so it takes a slight deflection off that defender, which affects the goalkeeper, and Gu's just there to get any rebounds. I swear Gu is like the oldest 20-year-old I've ever seen though. It looks like he's got like 3 kids at yards, you know. He's got a wife, or he's on his second divorce. I mean, he looks like he's lived a lot of life in these 20 years, man. That's it. Read that, Badia. Doesn't read that. I mean, come on, Badia, man. How are you not making that yours, bro? It was so, like, scripted. I think he's a bit nervous about getting another yellow card. What's he not happy with? Okay, the keeper, whatever. You think Norte makes the World Cup? I mean, I don't know. But anyway, finally, Esteval is coming on the field. Some excitement. Who do you think's coming off, you guys? Are you taking off Garnacho? Gittins, maybe? I wouldn't surprise me if Gittins is coming off. Norte. So does Norte's strike count as an assist then for Gu? Is that an assist for you, Norte's effort? No, it can't be. It can't be. Oh, Baddy, that's so lucky, man. So Esteval is coming on 4. Okay, Gittins. All right, say less. But yeah, Gittins tonight, man, he was very sharp. I liked his performance. He was making things happen for us. The dribbling was crisp. CFC videos, how you doing, man? The average age from today's starting 11 is 21.9 years, not even 22 years old. I think while criticizing our squad, we have to always keep things in mind. Great stream, Nini. Love for that, man. Appreciate it. CFC videos back in the building. Could we see a comeback in 2026? But yeah, I think that's a detail that can't be ignored. I've always felt, maybe if you have like younger, inexperienced players, when you're up against like defensive teams sitting back, low blocks, all that stuff, it can be a bit difficult for them because the game's different. You have to be sharper with your actions, more clinical, know how to, you need experience basically to know how to like deal with these moments, because I feel like most of the times against low blocks, player quality matters than the system. If there's one thing I hope as this team gets better over the years, because think about it, over the next 3 years, if they're playing the same way, they should be interpreting how to break teams down a lot better if you think about it. They'll take a few more risks, they'll add a few new little moves to our game. They'll have maybe better understanding with each other's instincts. Every now and then, I still don't feel like maybe at the moment we see the team perfectly releases the wingers all the time. I would like to see in the future maybe some long balls over the top to find runs. There was like a moment in the first half when Garnacho did like a little dummy run inside to then like burst into space on the other. But Badia didn't clock that. And that moment went to waste. So there's little details like that basically. But you're right, CFC videos, obviously for Chelsea fans, it's like, okay, it's another season where you just want to kind of progress and see better signs. But on paper, the team's got younger than last season. Need just as much time now. Okay, Liam Delap and Enzo Fernandez. So is that going to be Boanote off potentially? I mean, he might as well finish the game, no? You might as well just do that. Maybe you take off like Santos, Maybe Santos gets a rest for Arsenal. But then you have Reece James coming back. Okay, so Mark Hughes definitely going off. What is the next change we're going to see? I'm guessing it's Skew and Boanote, right? Come on, win that, Moises. Free kick. All right, sub time. Okay, Boanote, yeah. As we thought, as we guessed. So the team's a bit different now. Let me take off Boanote. Let me take off Gittins. Let me bring on Esteval. Let me move Hatso back. Enzo's on. I guess Enzo's playing the Boanote role. Fair enough. And Hatzor. and take off Gu for Delap. Hopefully Liam can get his next goal. That would be nice. I'm hoping we have at least like 2 more goals at least, you guys. Like, I want to end things on an absolute high. Rosenior's first game in charge. I think a little nice confidence booster, you know. Enzo still at 10. Yeah, I know. That's the thought, right? I mean, let's see what happens anyway. Delap. He finds Action Pung. Release wide to Esteval. Can he get on the score sheet? I'd love to see that. The step overs. He's going to force a shot, isn't he? Of course he is. Action Pung gets the rebound. I mean, I don't blame Esteval for forcing things. I mean, let the kid do it, man. Let the kid cook. Like, he has to build his experience, right? He has to take risks. He needs to try things. He's that type of player. That can't be coached out of him when he's that young. Anyway, Esteval again. The footwork. The 1-2. Oh, Esteval. Nah, this kid's going to be fucking mad, man. Oh. He's just so ready, isn't he? It's like, he just wants to play, man. Okay, shot on by Enzo. Yes, 7 minutes till Liam gets a yellow card. Esteval needs more game time. Exactly. That was nice play from Esteval and Enzo Fernandez. I mean, I'm hoping as the second half of the season goes on that we are going to see Esteval just getting more consistent minutes. I just feel like this team is crying out for him. You know, the dynamism, his footwork is the best out of anyone. I was looking at the FBref stats, man. I mean, the kids is doing big things. Let me see if I can show you guys on screen right now. Like, can you see some of the numbers briefly? Like, look, for take-ons, he's doing like 3 take-ons a game. Already 99th percentile. Obviously, Yamal is going to be above him naturally. You know, the progressive passes he receives. I mean, you know, his pass on goals. He's always looking to run in behind to cause danger. Look at things like his non-penalty, you know, his non-penalty expected goals. You know, the shots he takes. I mean, he forces a lot of shots. Sometimes you shouldn't have to, but you want to see that. Like, he has to be encouraged because he has the ability to turn all these half chances into opportunities that win you games. Look at a guy like Morgan Rogers this season. Now that Rogers has added that knuckleball strike to his game, how many games has he won Aston Villa this season? Like, and that's how development works, right? Like, you just need a bit of time for these guys to add more skills to their game, master more skills, all those types of details, right? But when you compare like Esteval, as you're seeing, let me make that even bigger for you guys so you can see. So it's like undeniable. But when you compare that to, let's say, Garnacho. All right, it goes down a bit. But look at key stats like here. You know, yeah. His progressive carries, as we know, there's all that space on the left to carry the ball into it. For me, it means nothing. Look at the successful take-ons. 49th percentile. Whereas Esteval's in the 99th. He has double the take-on success of Garnacho. And then when you compare both these guys to Pedro Neto, you see what I'm talking about. Like, when you compare. I don't know why he's even compared as a forward. I think that's absolute nonsense. But as a winger, oh. So it's kind of baffling that Esteval, through like, 980 minutes, Garnacho's got obviously over 365 days. Anyway, Esteval. Oh. So I'm getting distracted now, boys. I'm just kind of going off on some mad tangent. Brilliant play from Esteval Willian. See, like, penetrating runs in behind. The change of direction, the body balance, the quick feet, the power. The shot with the left foot, man. I thought he was going to do another Barcelona goal for a second. Estevao already making things happen, man. Played. Back out wides. Enzo. Yes, Tosin. Hato. Back out wide to Enzo. Deep cross, far post. Right, action points on the left hand side now. Holds the ball, plays it back inside to Santos. Please, I would love to see Estevao. Yeah, I want to see Estevao get on the score sheet tonight, man. Enzo. Oh, great run. But it was the timing a little bit. Nice idea, though. Is anyone else actually excited to watch the Arsenal game now? You guys tell me. It would be nice to see Asugo getting like the final few moments. It was a big surprise to see him on the bench tonight. I wasn't expecting that. Caicedo, who does he find in behind? Oh, the quality is not there to release Garnacho. Carry. Oh, dangerous cross. Well defended by Tosin. Good play, Badia to Hasso. Nice little touch with his thigh. But maybe came at him too fast then. Okay, now we've come back a little bit. Morris is putting pressure out wide. Esteval's come back. Charlton have played it back inside. It's holding our shape now. It seems like it's more of like a 4-4-2 shape. Oh, come on, man. Can't be letting balls through the middle. Thank you. Gets dealt with. Release. Caicedo to Enzo. Esteval's bombing down the right hand side. Can Enzo release him? Yes, he does. Esteval up against his man. Comes inside. Plays it back to Enzo. Cut back in the books. Liam Delap. Liam. Nah, Liam. You had to bury that, bro. Liam. Please, like, we rarely get these free-flowing moves. You can't be wasting these opportunities. You did the right thing, man. Like, look at the run that Liam makes to even force that shot then. Yeah? He goes against the movements of the defenders to like get into space unmarked. I'm sorry, man. That effort has to be hit with a lot more conviction. That should have been 4-1 then. That was a great flowing move. It was good defending by the team. Sharp, incisive passing. And these are some of the things that Rosenior tries to develop with his ideas, right? Badia. Okay, we kickstart another attack now. I know, Liam. I know, it's mad. I don't know how that guy missed it. No idea. Okay, spread wide. Badia. Good defending. But I'm not going to lie, it feels like we can get at least one more goal before the game ends, which I'll take. I'll accept that. Come on, Garnacho. Very weak. Oh, great defending, Andre. Good pass by Garnacho. Please, the counter-attack. Enzo to the feet. Make it 4. Make it 4. That's yours, Esteval. That's yours. That's fucking yours. Ah, bro. I thought he was going to take the touch inside again. Come on, boys. Being wasteful. Enzo with a dipping shot from the right side. Yeah, it's like really starting to rain now. Like the fog lights are on very hard right now. How are you guys thinking? One more goal? Yes, Esteval's gonna score a banger. Hopefully. Jaco, how did we win 3-0 against Barca and get scored on by some team that no one knows? Bro, you have to know Charlton, man. You have to know about Charlton. Like, Charlton are like the definition of like the early 2000 Prem teams, you know? Like, Scott Parker, we signed from them. Who were like the players that used to have back in the day in the Prem, Charlton? Who was that Danish guy who used to play for them? Anyway, Enzo Fernandez. Come on, we make it 4. Hato again? Nah. Anyway, counter-attack in time for Charlton. Caicedo, bust in the gut. Jorgensen's there though. Oh. Play Jorgensen. Very good from Jorgensen, bro. Very good. Great goalkeeping from Jorgensen. To keep that composure, Petr Cech would have been very proud with that one. You know what I mean? Under pressure, you know, it's very foggy in the field right now. Still kept his composure. I mean, that was very good play. Is there more subs coming on, yeah? That's it. Esteval is looking hungry right now, man. Look at the overlapping run then. You weren't seeing that under Maresca. Oh, that's a goal. Oh, Esteval, really. And the kid is an absolute joke, man. Esteval's an absolute joke. My lords. Yes, it's Santos. A bit weak then, but we got possession back. But that ball in from Esteval, the idea to set up Liam Delap, listen, the ball was that inviting. I kind of don't blame him for attempting that. Sonny Carey, deflection. Jorgensen keeps it in. Right decision. Right decision, Jorgensen. Oh, shit. That's funny. Bring forth the 4th. Joga Benito Jorgensen. He might be the thumbnail at the moment. Beautiful link up. What a play right there. We are actually looking class right now. I know, like, again, when we have space to play in, we look good. The moment you deny us space, it's long for us. But, you know, it's been a very invigorating second half. I feel like if the shooting boots were on point, it could have been 5-1 by now, realistically. Seeing some good stuff, some surging, free-flowing attacks. More of that, man. The game started off very slow in that first half, as it tends to be. But yeah, it's made sense for us in the end. Anyway, Pedro Neto, you can't go a game without not featuring. And Fofana coming on as well. On the bench, who's on the... So, okay, Jalaba, Sanchez won't play. Asugo, Joao Pedro. So I guess Asugo wasn't ready. Makes sense. Well, like, could he not have played maybe like 5 minutes? You don't think, Asugo? Or... We do have Paphos coming up soon, so maybe Asugo might get some minutes against Paphos. Yeah, Hatso, yeah, very good from Hatso. Big up from Barbados, Nini, being a fan for years. I hope you are well. Love for that wisdom. Thank you so much, man. You guys are showing me so much love tonight in the stream. It's very, very humbling. I gotta say, man. Lucky to have you guys. Neto, can you do one good thing? Of course not. Okay, defending another cross. No pen. Good refereeing. Good refereeing, Kavanagh. Come on, Esteval, please, bro. Get on the score sheet tonight. Get on the score sheet tonight for rosenior. Esteval, too much, too much. I don't even blame him for taking shots. Let him do it, man. Let him take those shots. Neto. Action Punk's on the left hand side now. Alright, cool. Makes sense. Nah. Was that a penalty? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh. I'm thinking to myself, if it happened against us, would I be calling for a pen? Would I? If that, okay, you guys in the chat, if that happened against us, are you calling for a penalty right now? But at the same time, it feels like Enzo caught the ball a bit, but it seems like he went through his man for that to happen anyway. Great touch by Enzo to get the ball at his feet, releases Esteval again. This guy's on like a personal mission to get a goal tonight. It's refreshing though. I want to see players that take chances, that aren't just hiding behind the system. Action Pong. Oh, Fofana. Okay. Probably like what, 3 minutes normal time, another like 2-3 minutes, like maybe 5-6 minutes left. That's enough time to get one more. Oh, SR the nutmeg. There's been a lot of good play down the right hand side against Charlton tonight. A lot better than what you typically would see from Neto. I know Neto's catching more strays, but I need to keep it real, man. You know, he has been quite disappointing recently. Santos spreads it. That's good play then. Finds Fofana, who stepped up. If there's been one little improvement I like that rosenior has introduced, it's just allowing the wide centre-backs to be a bit more offensive. You know, I just felt like with Maresca sometimes there'd be all that space on the right-hand side and he would never, ever allow the wide centre-back to enter it. It used to baffle me sometimes. I'm just thinking, you know what? You want the ball. You're pinning the opposition back with all your flipping overloads. Yeah? Let them... You know, we sign defenders that have the technique to play past the halfway line. That's why we splash all this money on them. Utilize these guys. Let them be more involved, man. I think tonight's... They're actually one of the biggest tweaks we've seen between rosenior and Enzo Maresca. You know, I think Action Pong's been good today. Been a very action-packed performance. Action-packed Action Pong. But it seems like if Action Pong's going to go forwards, then Badia or the left-sided guy is a bit deeper. Does that maybe mean that you could see Cucurella being a bit deeper? Or could we get to a point where both the wide centre-backs take it in turns to push forward? We'll find out. But I mean, it's been... I feel like the reason why the wingers have cooked tonight is because they've had more support from the wide centre-backs. I think that's been the big thing. Especially down that right-hand side. Action Pong. Back inside to Baddy. Come on, boys. One more goal, man. Let's make it 4-1. Exactly. You see it too. Kieran. Overlapping fullbacks, the positive for sure, yeah. Joe Kalenga, wait, what? Nini, notice Esteval was able to make that pass because Josh over... Exactly, and you saw how Josh bombed down that right side. Yeah, he's a willing runner. He's got the technique to do that. You know, I just felt like... I know I keep repeating myself, but I thought they were kind of conservative. And I just felt like if your whole football is about having these overloads all the time and pinning back the opposition, you need to be a bit braver than if you're playing that way. Anyway, is this like the final counter attack? Enzo Fernandez, Neto, can he score? Okay, Neto. Yes! That's it, 4-1. Let's go. I bet Garnacho's pissed because that could have been his goal. That could have been his goal today. And Neto's there to stat pad again for the season. All right, see? Come on, man. We're fans. We're basic as hell. You've won 4-1, your first game in charge. It doesn't matter if it's Charlton or the FA Cup. All it means is that against Arsenal now, we feel a bit more confident. And it's good to see the reaction from the team. They're not like downing tools that Maresca's gone. They seem to still be focused about what's ahead of them. A lot of good performances today. Some nice little balance. It's not very often under Maresca we were beating these types of teams 4-1. I mean, look at the games against, not Wrexham. Who the hell did we play against? I hate that I keep forgetting the team we played against, that we beat 2-1. I keep saying Wrexham all the time for some stupid reason. It wasn't Wrexham. It was Exeter. Was it Exeter that we played? Why am I forgetting that? Lincoln City. That game against Lincoln City. Yeah, we had a similar first half. Yeah, we scored goals from Tyree, George and Boanorte. But we weren't killing teams off like this. Let's keep it real, Against these like Karabat, we drew it against Karabat. We got surprised by their physicality. What other games against lower opposition did we kind of like, I'd say like meander is the right words. We didn't really like cook them. We were just like about. We haven't had the biggest record when it comes to really dominating. Anyway, oh, please, I'll do anything. Make it 5, my guy. Make it 5. Oh, my lord. Is that a pen? Yes, it's a penalty. Let's go. Let Esteval take this. All right, let's go. All right, 5-1. Who predicted 5-1 tonight? Who predicted 5-1? Woo. That's it, man. That's what you want to see. The new manager bounce. 5 goals on the scoreline. The players look hungry. Everyone's looking involved. Everyone's looking ready. Let Esteval. Is it going to be Enzo, I bet? Or Esteval? Esteval, come on. Esteval, great feint. He's been so dangerous. Liam Rosenior doing his best cool man acts. I bet it's Enzo. Of course it's Enzo. Fair enough. Say less. Come on, Enzo. Stat pad. You can't be missing this now, bro. Come on, Enzo. Is it going to go top right or top left? Enzo. Come on, let's go. Woo. That's what I'm talking about. Is that the final action of that? That's the perfect way to end the game, yeah. The final touch of the game is a goal. W's everywhere, boys. W's everywhere. Liam Rosenior. Listen. With Maresca against these types of teams, we weren't beating them 5-1. I'll tell you that. They play the same way. Frustrate us. Defend deep. Protect the spaces. And we... the Lincoln City game, bro. Compare Lincoln City to this right now. Great chances. It could have been more than 5. We properly dominated them. It's a good start. It's a good start to see so much involvement at the moment. I felt like if we beat them today, it can't be like 1 goal or 2 goals. It has to be like a 4, 5 ideally. And we got that tonight. So strong start to life for Liam Rosenior. Positive headlines until the game against Arsenal. And now, for some reason, I'm feeling optimistic that the team now are going to be hungry for Arsenal. Our first leg game against them. We got it in us to beat them. We have players returning back now. Asugo being back as good as Santos. The midfield's there. The attack's there. There's no injuries. We have lots of options right now. It's, just the little tweaks. And I feel like a little bit vindicated. Because if you guys have been watching my watch-alongs over like the last year, I've constantly complained about never seeing the wide centre-backs allowed to push forward. I was just like, if there's all this flipping space there, Why is a wide centre back not allowed to make a run there? It can't just come from flipping Malo Gusto, you know, or Enzo Fernandez making the run. It just don't make sense, you know, especially against teams you're way better than. And today you can see the difference it makes when you have a wide centre back that is involved offensively, because it just allows the wingers to cook more. The wingers now aren't suffering 2v1. They have a bit more license. You know, I thought Gittins is very strong half. He did very good to tire out that Charlton left back. Esteval coming on, the game's open up. You give a kid like this that type of space, you're going to get destroyed. I mean, he's done that against Barca, he's done it against everyone, yeah? You know, nice little tweaks. Seeing like a proper pivot together, wide centre-backs. I think, obviously, it's good that we play against Charlton and beat them convincingly. Now we wait to see how we perform against Arsenal first leg. If Rosenior gets a result in the first leg, yeah, we could be building some serious momentum. For me, this win tonight is hopefully the start of a little run. Rosenior was explaining the importance of having a run behind the team. That's what's going to help us climb up the table, get the points. You know what I mean? We have the depth of options right now. There's no injuries. Hopefully this is the start of some things to come, boys. Hopefully this is the start of some things to come. Yeah. Players creating triangles, exactly. 1-2, break through the lines, move the ball faster. Little things that I don't know why Maresca was so allergic towards using. Because it wasn't like Rosenior played football that was completely alien to what we saw under Maresca. But as I've been predicting, I was just hoping that Rosenior would introduce some of these types of tweaks. Now, of course, Charlton's like a very small sample size. We can't get too gassed and carried away. But it's a little indicator for things to come. Progressing down this way of playing. Having these tweaks. Having the wide centre-backs more involved. You know? Hasso, great performance. Achimpong, ever present down that side. The wingers on point today. The pivot. Santos Caicedo mopping everything up. It's a good start, boys. It's a good start for sure. Todi Nini, 5 goals to Velen. You were right, man. Did you get 5-1? Some of you guys was predicting like 6-0, 5-0. I was seeing it 4-1. But yeah, like you're saying, Duchesne, man, players creating triangles for 1-2s, breaking through lines, moving the ball faster, bit of fresh. It is. And it's like, you know, again, were these little tweaks that impossible for Maresca? I mean, again, I guess it's not worth thinking about. He's not here no more. But Rosenior, you know, he's able to take off where Maresca left off. He doesn't have to count. It's similar to like when De Zerbi took over from Graham Potter. You know, Potter put all the foundations there already, which made it easier for De Zerbi to add the tweaks and get his ideas working. Could it be like, has Maresca given Liam Rosenior like the perfect alley-oop? Maybe. We'll see in it. We'll see what goes on. But you guys know what time it is, man. And I want to say thank you to everyone in the chat for watching the stream with me today. I had a lot of fun with you guys. Thank you for the super chats from everyone today too. I really appreciate that. Apologies that I couldn't get the Discord working. For the Arsenal game, I'm gonna have the Discord working. So next time, I want my streams now to forever have conversations with you guys pre-game, and then the watch along afterwards. I want to make it like very community driven and community involved. So expect that for the Arsenal game midweek. As I said, thank you for the super chats, and I'm going to bounce now and get ready for this match review. So I hope you guys are going to come back, man, and check me out. And yeah, I'll see you guys very shortly. Love. Cool.